It's a beautiful day in the gamerhood, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? Shout about thunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the Hobbs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you please, please won't you be my gamers?
Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will most certainly not be your Dungeon Master this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today, we're streaming actually parallel both on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel and on Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood, where the fine folks listening there have had to listen through two intros from us. So thank you so much for everyone listening on the Gamerhood. Today we are playing a very special charity one-shot of Steve Gradzicki's very, very cool Low Fantasy Gaming. We've played this a little bit on our channel before, but Hobbs has a ongoing campaign running this game. The charity session today is made possible by a very, very generous donation from one of our regular listeners and viewers, and that would be Brian. Brian very generously donated to the Heroes Save Villages campaign that we run on the channel that benefits SOS Children's Villages International. And because of that, he put together this very stellar cast of players and DMs. And in addition, Hobbs, our very kindly DM for the evening today, had offered to try and help us with the last bit of fundraising for our annual charity raffle. Now, for those listening at home, you may or may not be familiar with the Heroes Save Villages campaign, but it benefits SOS Children's Villages International, a terrific organization active in over 300 countries. That benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children from around the world. They provide stable and secure living environments and supportive living environments for kids who otherwise would not have a home and would not have an opportunity to have a childhood. And from now until September 1st, 2020, for every $25 Canadian donated, you get one chance to win the grand prize of our raffle or one of the other very cool prizes that we have on offer. The grand prize is a copy of Beetle and Grimm's Gold Edition Eberron Rising from the Last War box set that they very generously donated to the charity. This is including 2 copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea core rulebook from Jeff Talanian. We got 2 of those. We have a copy of the Emmy Award-winning Keith Anon's The Monsters Know What They're Doing. We have copies of the, let's see here, a bunch of cool stuff from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble Shop. We have some very cool zines from our very own Jason Hobbs. We have a chainmail dice bag that was made by our resident armor smith on our channel. We have a couple, a Skittermander dice bag. And I understand we actually have a new prize too. It's been added to the lot. Steve, what was that?
Oh, yeah, I feel like a Scrooge now. I'm just a giveaway of a hardcover of their choice. Well, whatever they want. One of the hardcovers from Low Fantasy Gaming.
Thank you so much for that, Steve. That is very, very generous. So if the game looks cool, which I mean, I'll tell you right now, without spoilers, it's a pretty fucking awesome game. You also have a chance of winning a hardcover of your choice of one of the Low Fantasy Gaming books as well, too. So, and the best thing is that all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel. None of it goes to the Twitch. None of it goes to any other middleman. It all just goes to help out the kids who benefit the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, and it also gives you a chance to win some amazing gaming stuff. Today's session, as I said, is made possible by a very, very generous donation from Brian. And Brian wanted to say a couple words before we throw it over to Hobbs to try and kill off our characters. So, Brian, what did you want to say?
Yeah, I got a couple of things I'd like to say. I actually got a few notes, which is nothing compared to a normal muster in the Midlands. First, I want to say thanks to new guy Dave for taking my spot 2 weeks ago when I couldn't make it. So thanks, Dave, for stepping up and taking that 15th schedule because I wasn't going to be able to be here. And also, it also allowed us to put this together. So this was really sweet. I can't take really a whole lot of credit for this. GM Hobbs was talking about wanting to do something and stream a long Midlands game, and basically I said, well, just do it, and he took off with it, and the rest is history. And here we are with, like they said, this is an all-star lineup, and I'm here too. So how did I get here? When I was younger, and actually living at my dad's, all the older boys from the neighborhood came over to the house, and they pulled the kitchen table into the living room, and we all sat down and started to play D&D. They handed me this character. I still remember it. It was Hermes the Unseen, which began my being a thief, which, what are you going to do? I don't remember any of those kids or who they were or where they're at, but that started my D&D playing days. And it was all made possible because there was a parental unit in the house. So I sort of kind of get what it's like to not have parents. So, helping out with this charity hasn't been difficult for me. I jumped right in there when I could. And like I said, because everybody was doing everything, I got a chance to just sit back and be a cheerleader and root on. Yay, we got another donation. So that's been cool. It's been great. I'm super happy to be here with Arlen, and I'm getting to play with Sean the first time, and Steve, the author of the games here. And always good to be back on the Dungeon Muser YouTube channel. I'm not a regular, so this is really sweet. And, any chance I get to hang out with GM Hobbs is great. With that being said, I'm back in the Midlands with the superstar of the Hobbs and Friends Twitch channel, Fenrir the Wonder Dog, and his sidekick, the Jorpson Navid Oxwer, which sort of translates into the English language as Thorson's a hunter-gatherer. And my name is Brian Tracy Colt, and this is our special Midlands Comes to the Dungeon Museum's YouTube channel charity stream. I'm super happy to be here.
Awesome. We're thrilled to be able to get to this. Hobbs, and before I throw to you, Hobbs, I just want to say once again a huge thank you for organizing the session and for agreeing to run the session today too. You are truly the best. I know. Anna Banana's right here for you.
Is Anna the dog there?
Anna the dog is right next to me right now, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, all right. Yeah, my name's Steve Grodzicki. I'm the author of Low Fantasy Gaming, or not really. I mean, I just grabbed a whole bunch of other things and threw them all together, but you know what I mean. And I am playing Nordak, the short-sighted. He is a fighter. I think he's only been in one of Hobbs's games, I believe so. He's only got a tiny bit of experience, and he, despite being short-sighted, likes to carry his heavy crossbow. So, yeah, let's hope everything goes well. I make no promises.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm just happy to be here. It's great to be invited for another charity session, so thanks, Brian. I'm playing Borgar, who is a big, heavy armor, axe-wielding fighter who hacks things to bits with his axes, because that's apparently all of my characters are like that. Apparently, but no, I'm happy to be here. Great fun to play in the Midlands always, and yeah, I think that's it for me.
Arlen is a podcaster as well, and it's called Live from Pelham's Wasteland. You should go check it out. Sean P. Kelly.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean. I'm from the podcast Gaming and BS. We talk about RPGs and the like. Thank you so much for the invitation, Hobbs and Kevin and Brian. Thanks for making this happen. So I'm going to be playing Broker Bennett, a magic user, a male magic user, Argosan. And this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, awesome. So what Sean doesn't know, I made this character for him. It's a magic user, but in most games, it would be considered a cleric, because in this game, magic users can be used as clerics or magic user, where the cultist class is more of like a paladin. So that's the way that's built. Who we got left? I guess you have not introduced your character yet, Kevin.
Hey, hi. So my name is Kevin Madison.
Oh,
I am the host of the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. Give me an inch, man. I'll take a mile. I'm playing today an artificer, actually, which is a really cool class. It's something that is unique to low fantasy gaming. You get to kind of cobble together weird technology and stuff, and I appreciate Hobbs allowing me to play one because I know it's limited in his campaign. And I'm playing an old guy from elsewhere named Zedekar.
Awesome. So here we are in the actual table. No, I'm not recording. My recording doesn't work. And I also forgot to unmute myself earlier. So if you want to know what that's like. So the whole time when I was talking, muted. So people at the Gamerhood are completely used to that though. So nothing new there. So this normally in a Midlands game, we would start with this splash page and then we would head into the maps once everyone was decided where they were going to go. So just while we're thinking about it, let's have a look at Vorngard. Let me get rid of these things.
Hobbs, as you're going through this too, do you mind giving a quick explanation for what the West Marches style play is?
Oh boy, geez, I don't know if I want to get into that. All right, no. So
chill, baby. Got an elevator pitch.
Usually, the reason there were so many tokens on there and so many players in this game is because it is a West March open table game. So I don't usually decide what's going to happen like you would in a traditional campaign. The players gather themselves up. I don't do it. The players decide what they're going to do. I do not do that. I do prepare the things, whatever they are interested in. And then we schedule a day and then we just get to it. So it's all player driven. It's player driven and character driven. So I would say that pretty much wraps it up. So this is Vorngard. This campaign takes place in the northwestern edge of the Midlands. And so far, this is session number 20, actually. And so far, no one has traveled very far into the Midlands themselves. But the reason for this particular session, which will make itself clear, is we're going to open up a new area in the Midlands campaign. So that's pretty exciting to me. What I'd like to do before I explain what Vorngard is we're going to do a Kevin Madison and open a scene as the game starts. And it doesn't start in Vorngard. It starts in a vaulted chamber, well appointed, very open, and there seems to be some sort of council that's happening, and one of the player characters is there, and that would be Bennett. is there, and there's a bunch of older men. They're well dressed. They seem to be merchants of some sort. And this is actually the quartermasters, a faction that's in Northgate. And the leader of the council is explaining to Bennett how they want him, Broker Bennett. So the clerics of, geez, now I forgot what it was. So I get confused between Argosa and Argona. Who's the god of trade, Steve?
Oh, health, wealth, and happiness is Argona.
Yeah, Argona. See, that's what I thought. Yeah, so he is actually a priest of Argona, and they are sometimes used by the quartermasters in order to do trade deals and stuff. And he mentions there's a rough-looking Northman type person in the room, and they're kind of arguing with each other. And finally, they say, "Fine, we will send a trade delegation to Vorngard, and it's your job to get them in with the herders and growers common, and from there on, we can make a trade." And this has been, I guess I'm really just exposing. There's not really a scene, I guess. I don't really know how much RP there would be anyway.
Exposing, hey-o.
Oh!
Let's give me that kind of game. I love it.
I can't wait.
Hands off.
It's every kind of game for sure. Also in the room is another person in red robes. All right, let me see here. Here it is. This is the rest of the group may not know this person yet, but Broker Bennett is going to know, because this is Principal Morris, who is one of the anointed, and the right-hand man or sycophants of the Stargazer, who is the ruler of Northgate. And Principal Morris gives a sneer to Broker Bennett because they were chosen over the anointed to make this trade delegation happen. And so obviously Principal Morris is not happy about that. And Broker Bennett can see that he now has an enemy, and which will likely show up again. All right. So what are you laughing about?
Sean just gave you the steel stink eye.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was in a different window. So Kevin's character, as he mentioned, Zedekar, is also appointed to assist in this and basically hired by the brokers to protect Bennett. So we're going to skip over the journey to Northgate. You guys made it there, and you've made it. You interacted with Rogorov, who is the leader of the Herders and Growers Common, and you met up with Master Arvid, who is actually a trader from Northgate, and he's the one that started this whole situation with getting this trade involved and make this trade happen, and basically kind of be allies as opposed to the Vornari just constantly raiding in Northgate and the people of Northgate. So it is then Master Arvid who hires the others, Nordak, Borgar, and Thorson, and friend Wick, to help make sure that you guys can make your way down. This might be a good time to show this off, where you guys are headed, okay? This is a lot more exposition than I normally do. All right, so I'll make this a little bigger.
Had someone already wish that you only kill a couple of us today, Hobbs, in chat.
Well, that's nice of them. I don't expect a lot of dying to go on, but hey, you never know. You never know. So here's a map of the
always
area.
say that, and then
People die.
Stan gets mind controlled, and he stabs people in the back, and just starts
All right, so here we go. This is a large map of Argosa, otherwise known as the Midlands, and this is Vorngard, where this token is. and it sets on the northern shore of the Siltwater. These are 10-mile hexes, so it's about 10 miles wide and 20 miles long, and then it leads on to a river through the Wistwood that eventually arrives in Lake Argosa, which is a massive inner lake.
This the map from the Midlands book?
Yes. This map is somewhere. I don't know where. Steve?
It's no, it's a separate. The map in the middle book was by Randy M. That's the black and white, and actually no, there was a color version of that too. But this one is John Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a great looking map.
So
yeah, it's
separate.
beautiful.
It is. Yeah, he did a really fantastic job.
Mm.
All right, so that is your plan, and you guys don't get to decide how you're going to go there because you have been introduced to a captain, Captain Gunther of the Wave Cutter, and he has been hired. Whoa, what the heck is going on here? There we go. He's also been hired to help you guys to make your way down the Siltwater and into the lake. All right, shoot.
What kind of ship is the Wave Cutter? Is it? I see a lot of long ships in here.
Yeah, the long ship.
Something similar to that?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Right now, I'm going to show you a picture here, but my cursor is, here we go. Not helping me. I can do this. I forgot. So here is Captain Gunther. He's kind of a morose, solemn captain who is known for surviving raids.
He really looks like a sad sack.
Looks like he's had better days.
Oh, really? Why the long face, Captain Gunther? Jeez.
Looks like a typical Venari to me.
There you go. So you have Wick with you. You guys already have your provisions that were provided by the Herders and Growers Common and Master Arvid. And so really all that's left is to make the trip to Northgate. Bennett, you are also, you have a small chest has wrappings, which has all the contracts that you've made. And that's loaded onto the Wave Cutter. Is there anything anyone wanted to do in Vorngard? You should probably say no, but I should let you anyway. Good. No?
I don't.
Anyone else?
You did get the messages of the stuff that I put for Wick, so she had some things.
Sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to take care of Wick. You wanted Wick,
Okay.
You got her. All right, or them. You got them. Wick is a sort of I should probably get that out because I don't have it. Oh yeah. So she's sort of a androgynous looking person who carries a shovel and often says a shovel will sort it. That's her calling. She is really I don't know what you gave her exactly, but she's not a fighter or in any way. She's a non-combatant that has traveled with Thorson and Fenner in the past. All right, so here we go. We have found our way onto the Siltwater. Oh, this is big. So here's a picture of the Siltwater with the ship there. And so,
hey, Hobbs, how far along did you say this was going to be a journey as far as miles go?
A lot, pretty far. Let's look. Okay. I didn't really have the miles figured out. So the intent was. So this is a 10-mile hex map, right? So if you could fly
as the crow flies.
Yeah. As the Manicore flies, it's about 64 miles.
Okay.
So but obviously you're going to have a different method of traversing that. So
sure. So you have been on the water, on the Siltwater for a day or so. And I have you guys in the front. If you'd like to be somewhere else, you can certainly put yourself somewhere else. But this is a craft that, you don't always have to oar because the sail is going to be up. But when you do, you just kind of sit there. It's not like it has some really awesome appointed quarters or anything like that. It's a Viking reavers or a Vornari reaver ship.
Yep.
All right. So you guys good with where you are? Anyway, you guys are sailing along,
Yep.
and the captain calls off. He's like, all right, hey, we're going to have to stow down the sails. And you can hear they're creaking. The water is starting to crest. And he points and he says, there is a storm coming. So the crew, you guys aren't expected to do any of this stuff. You're just, the chest also is in the front there. You can see there's some boxes and stuff all under like a whale skin tarp or something to help try and protect it from the water as it comes over. And why don't you guys all make like a detection check?
I can accommodate.
So
I have that.
Nice. So if you don't have the skill, it's not like you can't make the check anyway. You would just make the intelligence check, and then it would all the skill does is a +1 to the make success of the opportunity, and this is all roll under. So if your intelligence was at 12, if you have detection, you'd have a 13 or less. Isn't it perception usually, Steve? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
That's my fault.
It shouldn't really be intelligence. It should be
I'm
perception
already misleading.
if you don't have it. So, and that's okay.
Perception.
Terrible fail.
So
Looks like one person.
I detected the hell out of that stuff.
Yeah. So as you guys are there, you're looking around. Zedekar, not only looking towards the wind, he actually looks back, and behind you, you can see just on the edge of the horizon another ship following you. It looks like coming north towards the south towards you guys.
Tap on Bennett's shoulder. Something comes from behind.
What do you do, Bennett?
I look.
All right. Bennett glances back, and you see his face blanch as you're almost certain that the trireme behind you, by the colors, is an anointed ship. Steve's nodding. All right, it's actually happening now.
I have a
Fasting fools.
I crafted thing. One of my crafted things is a musket, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you want me to get to the back and start getting set up to take a shot once we're in range, I'm happy to do so. Also happy to sit out.
So what you guys know about the anointed is that some of them they actually like drink the lifeblood of this guy, the Stargazer, who is a powerful sorcerer. And so this looks like a big ship. So it's pretty obvious even to the smallest seaworthy of you that if you got into any sort of battle, you would be destroyed.
Mm.
Nodak helps with the
Anointed
rowing.
ship.
You like muted yourself at the end as you were pointing, Sean.
Did I think I got a bad connection here.
No, that's not good.
I know.
So when you guys feel Gunther, oh, woe to us all then. This anointed ship is surely our doom. But I've been waiting for it, boys. So be ready if they come. So they start rowing. So what are you guys going to do to try and see if they can help speed?
Encourage them to row faster.
Maybe they're
faster, man.
Snapping the way, but you can see as that's happening, an actual storm is coming in, and the ship now is kind of raising and hitting over these cresting waves. Water is sloshing over the sides and battering you. At Thorson's feet is Fenner, kind of whimpering and not used to being on the sea, and whimpering beneath his feet as you're adjusting your oars and trying to make your way through. And at this time, so you guys have been fighting, and it's like shifted into the night. And even with all the work and Gunther's expert seamanship, it still seems like the anointed craft is closing. But it'll take them a while. Like you could possibly get to the river before they even reach you. But at that point, this is when Nordak hears. It sounds like the shifting of the boat and something in the cargo in the front. I don't know what the front portion is. Is that the fore? Yeah, the fore, right?
Out.
Yeah.
The prow, yeah, in the prow, you hear like a breaking of something. Like something breaks, like the sound of a glass or clay or something.
Nodak hears that.
Yep.
Okay.
Like you guys are jumping up in there, and the cargo is smashing around and bouncing up against each other. And when that happens, you hear something break underneath the tarp.
Okay. He'll hold onto the boat as it's rocking away and moves forward and tries to have a look under that tarp to see what's broken. He doesn't want it to be like, I don't know, a canister of oil or something, and it might cause trouble later.
All right, so so Nordak gets up and he's like, "Stay your place, man!" You hear Gunther yell out from the back. He's nervous, but you're a Vornari, so your abilities to make your way along the ship, even in a storm, are probably all right. So it's not evident. Like I said, it's dark, and you guys are like sailing through on a large lake, so it's not immediately evident. So why don't you go ahead and make a perception or detection check?
Whoa, Yeah, not his best trait. Is there a little lantern or something nearby that he can shine? He can grab from someone and shine in.
I'm sure there's there's like a lantern in those belongings. Yeah. And when you're there, even over the smell of the river of this water. So this is a lake. So it's probably not much sea. It's not like it's salt water or anything like that. This would be a freshwater lake. And so, you can kind of like smell something acrid and pungent.
Mm.
So you guys see Nordak, he just jumps up and like pulls the tarp back as the ship is shifting and waves are crashing in over top of you.
Yeah, I just yell out something like, "Something stinks in here!" And I'm got the lantern and I'm just looking at. I don't know what, I can't see properly. I don't know. That's all I do.
So
somebody help.
He's like pulling out a lantern and he's trying to get a lantern going. Like maybe he like pulls the tarp over himself as he tries to light the lantern to block the water. And eventually you can see a flaring of light coming. And this is when you can hear Gunther. He's like moving through the back. He's like, "Oh, take the prow." And he comes moving in there. "It seems to be listing." He's like complaining about the ship and the way that it's performing as he makes his way forward. And that's when the tarp comes back and Nordak peers, and what you guys see is there is something amongst the cargo.
Is it an outboard motor?
It is not. Nor is it a cannon of any sort.
Guys, my plan's shot. Anyone else got ideas?
Oh, it looks like I didn't put this in. I thought I did. So it looks like there's something that is purple. And it is like attached to the bottom of the ship, or that's the bottom of the lower area, not the bottom, but inside on the floor almost. I thought I had a thing, and it looks like a massive purple amoeba.
Once again, tap on Bennett's shoulder. "That should not be there, should it?"
No, what in God's name is that?
So
Captain!
Yeah, Gunther has been moving up. He's complaining and shifting. "Oh, keep it level, boys." So you guys all see that there. Nordak, what are you going to do?
Ooh, I think...
Have we ever seen something like this before?
So it's like a purple blob.
I would give you got anyone who is not from Northgate, so anyone but Bennett and Zed would have to have a great success of a general lore. Anyone else just needs those two need a success of general lore. Anyone else would need a great success if they want to maybe know what it is.
Great success.
Oh, nice.
My old enemy, purple goo. Oh no!
All right, so
thanks, Brian.
Hanging out in the strumpet.
Nobody else wants to roll. All right, so you guys have heard this before. This is actually like some of the life's blood of the Stargazer, purple slime. Some can say that they can control it. They must have snuck it onto the ship somehow.
Oh.
And it's got
get it in your mouth.
Steve, what are you shaking your head about? I'm always curious what Steve.
Nothing. But so Nordak just stumbles backwards. Because it's moving, right? Is it moving?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
bubbling
moving,
about,
but
but the
it's like
bottom of it is like seems like
weird
it's
thing.
melting.
So he just stumbles backwards and probably falls over the guy behind him, and he just yells out,
Hey,
"By the deep one! What is that?" And then I'm looking around for like fire or is there like anybody got a torch? Probably not, because we're on
You're on a
on
boat
this
that's
ship
wet.
in the middle of the. I don't know. I'm trying to pull out a torch to
Well, you have a
to light it
lantern.
up.
You have a lantern in your hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to break I don't know how many lanterns we've got. I don't want to break it. I put that one down and I'm trying to get out a torch. That's what I do.
All right. Borgar. Well, why don't we just roll initiative? So the way we roll initiative in this game is all you do is you click the button that says initiative, but it uses your dexterity. And so if you succeed, you go before the creature. If you fail, you go after. All right. I don't even know. I can't tell initiative. Looks like Sean made a intelligence check.
Did
Or
I?
Sean.
I sure as hell did.
Clearly intelligent.
That was an intelligent move.
Borgar. All right. It looks like we got a great success from Thorson. Thorson, you see Nordak. He stumbles back against this post, and you can see this thing. It's easily like 4 feet around and is covering like a whole area. It seemed to have oozed past the cargo, and it's actually seemed to be dissolving at the ship. But parts of it are kind of bubbling up, and amoeba-like fists seem to be starting to flail around and form.
Have I ever heard of anything in the strumpet about how to deal with purple slime on a boat?
You had a great success, right? So let me read.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure no one's ever actually had purple slime on a boat, so this might be a first. But
So I'll ask the captain.
What should we do, Captain?
What do we do now?
He doesn't know. He's in.
I guess
By the deep one, what sort of deviltry is this? Have you brought this doom upon the wave cutter?
it's your boat.
That's what he's saying. All right, so you don't do anything. You're basically asking others.
I think I'm going to go ahead and do the thing that I do and follow Nordak's lead to try to start fumbling for a torch.
Okay. Awesome.
And I'm always going to make sure that I'm right behind Borgar.
All right, so that's where you are right now, so we're good to go. Fenner is whimpering beneath your feet. Let's see, who's next? Looks like, that was a lore check. Steve, Nordak, are you doing anything else? Did you already go? Yeah, go ahead.
No, yep. I'm trying to get my torch on, set my torch on fire.
All right, so there's probably a hook right there by that forward mast for the lantern itself if you want to put it. So it's like jangling next by, and both
right.
Both Nordak and Thorson are pulling out torches. Borgar.
So I'm going to reach down to my feet and grab my shield and pull out a light axe from my belt and kind of take a defensive stance.
All right, so you're just kind of standing over top of your bench where you're at. You're not moving forward.
Well, I think that's all I can do in one turn to grab both items.
You can move a little bit too.
Okay, well then I'll start moving up towards it. Not all the way, but enough to be kind of in the lead.
All right. Zedekar.
I can move through allies, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what you see is he has some kind of contraption on his forearm that looks like a modified gauntlet. It looks way too big for him because he's a scrawny old guy. But he turns to Bennett and says, "Stay behind me!" And he will move forward, and then he hits the gauntlet against the ground, and there is, here we go, a shockwave that hits it, and it needs to make a luck con save to resist, or it's thrown 2d4 times 5 feet.
Okay. So that could affect like the cargo and stuff that's all there, right? Which is also
as long as Bennett's got his box.
It's the chest with the contracts are there.
Oh. They hired Bennett, you know. So we'll have to see how that goes.
All right.
Can't unring the Thunder Gauntlets.
All right. So let me find my sheet here, my cheat sheet. There it is.
Oh, here's the thing, though. It hits a single target. So
nice.
I don't know if
so
it
you
would
could just make it be
else.
right him. Yeah, no, that's good then.
I want a Thunder Gauntlet. I want 2 of them.
Then you can't have a then you can't have a
Yeah, but the trade-off is you don't.
It's kind of it for me.
Which
you guys are really impressed with that Thunder Gauntlet because that's kind of it for Zedekar for today.
Which save was it?
You guys have this now. Con.
Luck con.
Luck con. All right, so his con is a 15. That's what, a plus 2? 15 plus 2? Steve?
Yes.
All right, good. So he must go -2.
If worse comes to worse, you can launch yourself, DM Kev.
Oh.
He needed to be under a 6, so the wave kind of just ripples as it affects it. It splits.
I vastly overestimated this.
And it looks like it splits into 2 things.
Oh.
I've made it worse.
And they're just kind of like slimed up the side of the aft, and you can see like some blackish fumes, and the smell of something caustic seems to be affecting the boat from it. All right, nice. Bennett.
So I cast Hand of the Void.
All right. What is that?
That is it's a range 60-foot spell, duration 1d6 times 10 minutes. It allows me to create a hand, it looks like. You coalesce an invisible force that can do most things a normal hand is capable of. So I can lift things up to 20 pounds or perform precise actions such as picking locks, etc. And then I can also attack with it as normal. So I cast that spell, and then I'm going to have it pick up. Is there an object like an oar or something I can maybe pick up with it?
All right, so I think you're confused. If you actually look at your character, I gave you your spells.
Oh, you gave me the spells, man?
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a pre-gen.
All right.
I was like, I don't think I gave you that.
Here I am trying to look at all the spells, thinking I'm going to pick ones from the list. All right. So you're talking about the
under spell casting.
features?
Yeah. Those are the 3 spells you have. That would have been cool, though. Sorry, man.
Ah, man, no kidding. All right. In that case, I will do.
It's like Hand of the Void. Did I give that to you? I don't remember putting that on that character sheet.
What?
Hand of the Void.
Oh, god damn! You should have. So much for that. I'll go up and attack one of them, I guess.
You're just attacking it
I
like
get the
with
sense
your crossbow?
not the first time you've had to save.
Yeah, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
shoot. I'm gonna try shooting it with my crossbow. That's what I'll do.
All right.
One that's closest to an edge, whatever one that may be. Hopefully, knocking it off.
All right, so AC 11 is what you need to beat.
Okay, I succeed. 5 damage according to the results.
All right.
All right, I have been put in check. I now know my ultimate power is not what I thought it would be. I'm good.
What do you mean, sir?
Welcome to the Midlands.
You said you did 5 damage? All right, yeah, so it does splash
Yes.
some of this stuff off, and it looks, it does seem like the kinetic force of the crossbow bolt affected it, and whatever unholiness is controlling this has lost control of the bit that's been splashed away. All right, is that everybody? Yes. All right, like I said, so both of these things have these pseudopods that have moved up, and so they are going to strike. All right, well, they both attack Borgar. Passes it. I don't know if he like shifted around behind one of those masts or what, but
No, take me!
so they're kind of splashed
Yes,
up.
you goo!
Here, I'll step up closer so they can get at me.
Oh, one of them got a 19 and one of them got a 1. So when a 1 happens, that means that second one of you two guys can make an attack at it when it fumbles.
I'm going to, not having seen your character sheet, I'm going to assume that you're better at it than I am. So
Hey, why don't I make the attack?
Good, go for it. So that's the other one, but the first one does hit you, Borgar.
First one does hit me. That is correct. So I take some damage.
5 points.
All right.
That hit the other one, though, and you did 3 points to it because it's only got an AC of 11. So this other one looks quite diminished. It looks just like a globular fist standing up there. Basically.
Can we try to rescue exploit on Borgar? We're within 25 feet.
Yeah, why don't you tell me how you're going to do that?
Yeah, that's always the fun part about it, isn't it?
Especially on a ship. So if it fails, there could be consequences.
Borgar's second level, he could take 5 points.
All right. So Borgar takes 5 points and he attacks the other one. Let's do initiative again.
Sorry, Arlen.
Yeah, a natural 19 on certain weapons triggers
Yeah,
a special if this thing has a special thing for its weapon.
Yeah, this creature has 19 as well. You are correct. Good work, sir. Let me see what this 19 is. Oh my goodness.
Consume geriatric.
So
and well for Zedekar.
Why don't you make a luck check, Borgar? And you tell me what you'd rather have, your armor be affected or your light axe be affected by the corrosion of this creature.
So I'll make the luck check, and then that's a success.
No, you're supposed to tell me what the success was, so it would be the one you wanted. If you failed, it would be the other one.
What I was going to say, I'm sorry, I would much rather have the light axe be consumed than my armor be consumed, because I had 2 extra light axes.
All right, good. So that's what it is. And so you can see where you'd struck it, some of that purple slime on there, and it's just corroded into flakes and just kind of crumbles away.
Yep.
I love this monster.
Monster 2. This is the best.
I'm so glad it's attacking you. I am nothing but like metal gadgets. So
all right, here we go.
For these things.
Let's make
I'm glad it's attacking Borgar too.
An initiative.
Leave me alone for once.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative, and you can hear Gunther. The ship seems to be listing. Change course for the roost. So it seems like they're heading somewhere else. All right, we got some great successes here. Oh, a lot of them. Borgar is up there. Why don't you go ahead, Borgar? Steve,
all right,
did you make
I'm going to
check?
draw.
No, failed.
Oh, okay. I don't even see it.
Reach down, draw another light axe. Try to whack the wounded one.
All right.
No.
This is Zedekar or Broker Bennett, either one.
Hey, the injured one, I'll be very quick here. Faster than you'd think this old coot could move, he whips out a short sword while he briefly considers retreating. Remembers he's being paid. Attacks. Terribly.
Well, you didn't roll 1, so that's okay.
Okay.
All right, so I think it is the Broker Bennett's turn.
So if I have a clear shot at the remainder, I think there's like one remaining, right?
Nope, there's still 2.
There's still 2. Okay. I'm going to shoot the same one if I can get a shot at him.
Well, they're both in melee. So in melee in this game is if you miss, then there's a percentage that you'll hit an ally.
You know,
it's 50-50 to hit this thing, right?
I could probably. I don't want to inflict more damage upon the party than these jellyfish creatures. I'm going to. I'm going to see if I can position myself better to maybe, if they fling one off, I shoot it. That's what I'm going to do. So I will prep an action that if they fling one off of them, then I will attempt to shoot it. Can I do that?
Say that again. Sorry.
Say again, Hobbs.
That's what I said. Say again.
Oh, am I coming in broken up?
No, I just got distracted momentarily.
Oh, no worries. I know how it goes. I am going to hold out my crossbow and wait until one of the individuals in melee maybe fling it off of them or break off of them, and then I'll shoot. And if obviously that doesn't happen, then I don't get to go.
I'll just put you like a reaction situation. All right, nice. Who else succeeded?
And I look behind us. Is the ship gaining on us?
Not. It's still like way out there, and the only reason you can see it is like the lightning that happens occasionally. It's not that close. I mean, this is all very, very quick. All right. So who's up? I didn't hear anyone say. Does anyone have an initiative, or did everyone else fail? Nordak, you failed, and somebody else failed, right?
I failed.
Thorson failed. All right, so these creatures are going to attack with their pseudopods. What the heck? There's the attack rolls. Let's see who they attacked. Oh, both on Borgar again, but a 13 doesn't hit, does it, Borgar?
Not unless it's modified really heavily.
All right, it's not. All right, so I think that means it's Nordak's turn.
Alrighty, have I got my torch
Yes.
lit yet, or I have? Okay, can I sort of can I squeeze in there? I don't know.
Sure,
next
but
to
if
my two guys?
you can, but if you fumble somehow, then people could get knocked overboard.
Old man in the water.
I'm willing to take
I
that
don't care, he says.
Shove in and try and plant my flaming torch on the. Is one of them injured? Do we injure one?
The one on this one.
I did injure one of them.
Righto. Okay, he'll try and smack that one with his torch. Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh. So
Nice.
I just said D3 for a torch. I don't know, Hobbs, up to you. And then
that's fine with me. So so you put it on there, whack it, torch thumps into him, sparks fly off, and the purple splatters about. Thorson.
Yeah, Thorson. I'll take my torch, run up,
It's probably a little tight.
make
now.
my minor martial exploit, leap over everyone and land over here, and then stab it with my torch.
So you have to hit and make a dex check. Sure.
If he dives overboard, this is
If you
going
fail this
to
is
for a hell of a
overboard.
charity session. Wow! Sploosh.
Danger, Will Robson.
Okay.
Make your dex check.
How about better yet? I
Easy.
give Fenrir a shove up and put him on the other side so everyone gets a bonus for the next attack round.
It's very, very
Without
difficult.
him falling over.
It's very difficult to get past everyone, the purple slime and the cargo that's all stacked up there.
I don't have control of Fenrir's token. So
That's the
person
norm.
offers a word of encouragement to all of his companions on the front line.
Hobbs, to make it easier, because he was further back before, could he have grabbed like a rope the sail and kind of like swung out the side, pirate style.
Sure.
I totally thought about jumping onto the sail and doing some kind of acrobatics, but here we are.
You don't want to? I mean, all it is a failed check. You know, what's the chances that you'd fail at something like that? You can also hand the
pretty
torch.
good.
You can also hand the torch up to Nordak if you want for like the next attack.
You can do it,
or whatever you want, man.
Sure. If anybody wants a torch, here it is.
All right. I think it's initiative time again.
Can Fenrir not jump through and just kind of squeak through to here? Help with the initiative rolls?
If you can succeed at a dex check, -2. You have his dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suspense is killing me.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
you guys feel
It's
Fenrir.
a done deal.
Fenrir, parkours through the combatants past the cargo and is barking madly, drooling on the other purple slime. He can attack if you want.
Fenrir the Wonder Dog.
He can attack too if you want. It's kind of weird
I'm
to
not
bite
sure
into
if
purple
he
slime.
even sees purple slime as a food group, but sure. Oh, wait, I attack with advantage, but that's a hit.
Yeah, it's a natural 20.
Welcome to the Midlands, purple slime. Meet Fenrir the Wonder Dog. Okay, so that's 1d6. That's 1.
It's just max. It's 1d6 plus 1.
Oh.
So you do 7 points to it. So Fenrir jumps in there and just grabs a purple slime and shakes his head and it just goes splattering everywhere. Gross. All right, now you can roll initiative. By the deep one, that dog is a true beast.
Oh, initiative. Hold on.
Roll
Why
an
don't you go ahead,
initiative
Borgar?
for Fenrir the
All
Wonder
right.
Dog.
Gonna do my best to whack this remaining slime.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. So between Borgar and Fenrir, this last slime is destroyed. All right.
They
so
are the two best characters in the Midlands game.
anyone have anything like you can feel that the ship has changed course and maybe just maybe you can see land in that direction. So he's like, I think we can outrun them. We'll drop you off at the roost and turn back and hold them off if we can. Right, lads? To the deep one. As all of his men, roar, they seem like they're some kind of suicidal berserkers or something.
This
Where's
is
this roost that they speak of?
You
This
guys
is really
can-
the first time we've seen. I'm sorry, the first time we've seen a River Raiders up close. So that was cool. Thanks, GM Hobbs. Everyone can carry on. Playing.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and make a general lore check.
Okay.
All right, so anyone who succeeds, which seems like quite a few of you, all know that the roost is.
Nordak has a brain aneurysm.
That's like his normal, though. I think. The roost is an outpost on the southwestern edge of the Silt Lake. Is that what it's? Silt Lake? Now I feel like I'm calling it the wrong thing.
You stilt. Did you call it the Silt Lake or the Stilt Lake?
It's the silt water. There we go.
The
That's
Stilt
it.
water. That's what it was.
The silt water, not stilt. Silt. The silt water. And you guys know that you're not quite sure what the outpost is for, but it's maybe just 6 years old, if that. Most likely a mixed group, possibly mostly Midlanders. But the great success there, Broker Bennett is aware of two things. That it is a merchant, and it is merchant Corona. Yep, Corona Tamsin, that is the overseer. And recently, they've unearthed some ruins, and so some people have been heading there to gather stone and search the ruins. The second thing that you know is that the roost is protected by a creature, and woe is to they who upset the protector of the roost. All right.
We're not worried. We got Fenrir the Wonder Dog.
Excellent.
I think this dog's got those.
Without question. Is there
Pretty
anything
good.
like, Bennett, how do you feel about all this stuff happening? I mean, are you interested in like checking to make sure the chest is okay that has these contracts that you're supposed to be saving, or?
Yes, I want to make sure all the goods are still intact and that they haven't been stomped on or broken out of anything.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything before we shift from this scene?
I kind of like to take a short rest after the fight to try to get some of my hit points back.
Okay.
Find a bench to sit down and try to, patch myself up a little bit.
All right. I can understand that. How many checks do you want to use?
I am just going to use the one because I only need hit points back.
All right.
Come on, roll 20.
And I got to make a will check to get him.
Success.
And I made it.
Yes.
So I get half plus my con bonus.
Do I?
Sweet.
I got a rules question. For my artificer thing, that's a ability. I have to make a will check during short rest to recharge that. Is that
Yep.
right?
Right. But you have to choose how many of the checks you're going to use, 1, 2, or 3. And you get a bonus one for your con. I think
Oh, because I can make 3 checks per day, right?
3 checks per session as far as
Session.
the Midlands goes. Yeah.
Okay. So I will use one because otherwise I don't get to use my boomy stick anymore. Let's see here. So number 1, that.
Nice. So yeah, you have
Nice
that
work.
ability. But see, now you can no longer do 1 check. You only have 2 checks or 3 checks in the future.
I only needed 1.
That's right. You're good. You're only gonna need 1 next time too. All right. So so it's tense, and continually people are looking back, sharing stories of the horrors of the anointed and rumors that everyone's heard, and how they do the bidding of their chosen one, Sura Gathkasar or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, Steve. That got a little too much for me.
I mean, we're pretty scary too, right? We're big bad Vernari raiders. Maybe I can raise morale a bit and tell them stories about these pansy little Midlanders getting eaten up by Vernari longships.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
man.
them, get everybody excited since they're going to do their heroic last stand anyway.
Fun storm in the castle.
Sounds like it sounds like we should do some kind of check here, man.
So I have leadership as a charisma
Perfect.
skill.
Make a leadership roll.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, so they start up a chant, they're singing of the Northmen and die anointed. A lot of that is in there as you guys limp into the roost. All right, what is it? It's 5:08. We've been going for 1 hour. I have a couple things I need to learn how to do. If anyone needs to go to the bathroom or anything, let's take like 1 minute or something like that.
Yeah.
Sean, tell me
Yeah,
how to
grab a
start
couple.
these
Yep.
bots.
Yep. So are you gonna go to a break
bot.
screen or anything on Twitch, Pops?
Sure.
Awesome. Can you hear me? You can still hear me, right?
Roost, okay.
We're going back live, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
He just told me to tell you. All right.
Sure.
So, and we'll give you just more information in the next hour or so about what the charity is. We'll do it at the midstream break. We took a quarter break here. That's all you get.
I did put we put a link in there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So so he basically drops you guys off at I'm not there, that's why.
Oh, let me zoom out here. What is this? I believe this is a town-founded Gabriel Pickard.
Indeed. As almost all the things I do. The ship was a Gabriel Picard is what I say. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but so you guys arrive and almost immediately Gunthar takes his men and the wave cutter back out and says that we'll try and lead them away, and hopefully they were lost in the morning fog that seemed to settle. So you guys have some time.
Kind of nudge Borgar, like, do you people normally do this?
We're in a little bit of unusual circumstances, but
I'll turn to Bennett and say, we should hire more of them next time.
It's pretty obvious that this Gunthar has some kind of suicide mission and has lived past his best days.
He did have a bit of a sad sack inequality to his photo. Best of luck, Captain.
All right, so
Hey, Hobbs,
yeah.
do I know the demeanor of Corna Tanzan? Do I know her at all, or do I just know her? Just know the name?
You just know of her, and you've heard that she is quite practical.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I share this with individuals of the party and say, kind of, I know who rule. I know who's in charge of the roost. It's Corna Tanzan. I have heard that she's quite reasonable.
So you guys are down here.
All that really happens is my character's basically checking his stuff and making sure that everybody's okay, and then just looks at Borgar like, well, but now.
Subject to Thorfinn's approval, I'm going to give the dog a treat, too, because he did a good job.
He just full speed bangs into you. Body slam.
I'm under attack. Careful.
Yeah, look what you've done.
All the dogs are barking everywhere.
Thorson looks at Borgar. Borgar just looks at Bennett like, okay, we're here. What now?
So there are some common folk moving about the roost, and you can see on the western edge is where the southern edges of the Sunstones move up, which is a mountain range and some hills that are off to the west. And the vast majority of the Wistwood lies to the south and east. So,
this monster they talked about? Beast.
it doesn't take long, and you guys are like hanging out there at the docks, or maybe even over here on this side, where it's like where they could easily have brought the ship up and then pulled it off again. When you help them head off and you guys get all your belongings, this is when what's this lady's name? Karina makes her appearance.
Corna,
yeah, her too.
Corna Tanzan.
Both of them.
All of those people make their man, I thought I had made a handout. I think I lost some handouts somewhere, guys. Who took them? I even remember what I called it. Oh, there it is.
Who took them?
Who took them? Who took them, guys?
I do have a good pickpocket.
All right, there is
have
the
enough
mayor
full 20
of the
hours
Roost.
to steal your handout.
Oh, well.
Oh, hello. Easy. So she's like, she seems to be looking over the crowd, and she's like, what is this? You were dropped off by Vornari. She's looking at the mixed crowd.
Aye.
He said, you must be Corna Tamsin.
That is correct. Who are you?
I am Broker Bennett.
Shaken, not
And
stirred.
this and this is my faithful party to help accompany me. We're en route to where are we going?
Northgate.
Northgate. Yes. I have that big and bold on my sheet here. Going to Northgate.
You have some bit of travel left ahead of you. What was it about with that Vornari longship? What happened? Are you from the storm?
No, we were being pursued. And we came this way. I mean, was there a particular reason why we diverted to the roost? Just to get out of the...
It sounded like
target.
Gunthar was having some problems, and he said the boat, he wanted to try and lead them off. They dropped you off here and then led him somewhere else because the boat wasn't going to make the trip to Northgate.
Gotcha. I figured it might have been to get rid of the tail that we had.
That too. Get him off of you guys and then just to keep following them. Yeah.
Bennett, I think perhaps next time you should choose the boat.
I will not hold that against you.
It wasn't the boat. It was the slime that affected the boat and made it so it was taking on water and having problems.
How pervasive? Can I ask a world question?
Yeah.
About this, how pervasive is that cult of the anointed? Like, should we be concerned about saying that those fuckers were after us, or for fear of there being anointed here, or are they sort of a secretive thing?
They're not really secretive, but they're mostly just generally located in Northgate. But so the kingdom, the Argosan country, is controlled by a king, and then there's a few city-states, and one of these cities is controlled by the Stargazer, and these people are like his immediate underlings. So they're really the law, right? But some people don't necessarily feel it like that way, because rumors have come that in the past months, the Stargazer has gotten even weirder and weirder edicts, and people are disappearing from the streets, and it's a dangerous place.
So
are we
we're
sure
kind
as a
of
party
on the run
that we
from the cops then?
Say that again?
Is that right? We on the
Everyone
run
talked
from
at
the
once.
cops then? Is that
Well, the Northgate cops, I guess. Yeah. If you would call them the cops, yeah, in some ways, but they don't really have any jurisdiction outside of Northgate other than what perhaps the Stargazer gives them, right? So, and this outpost is likely under control of the outpost is. Yeah, so you would know this, Bennett. The outpost is considered under quartermaster control. So presumably under the control of the Stargazer, but also the merchants faction of Northgate. So it's kind of the cops, but it's also like kind of the bad cops, right, from another town.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
how do the merchants relate to the herders and growers consortium?
So
Are they different factions?
Yeah, the herders and growers common is Vornari. So the Vornari are these ravers as far as the rest of the Midlanders are concerned, except their whole point of Northgate is to basically just be a staging point for Vornari reavers to come down into the Argosan Sea and wreak havoc and steal things and bring back and then send back to their homeland, the island of Vornar. But the herders and growers common is Vornari who want to take up roots and create a real, life here as farmers, and they're learning. Okay. And so that faction underneath the Vornari are trying to create trade with Northgate.
Thank you. That makes sense.
All right. And so as far as the roost goes, what she had, it's just a small outpost that's on the edge of the silt water. And there was apparently maybe what their trades were. They have some various trades, but most recently they've been known for exploring a ruin. But there isn't a lot of information about that. That's more recent. All right, Sean. So what is Bennett trying to do with the overseer or mayor Corona?
So from here, do we have to pick up another ship to get to where we want, or is there?
Or you'd be going overland?
Yeah. Okay. It's like, I tell her, Miss Tanzen, we need to go overland to hit en route to Northgate, and maybe you could map us out a safe passage, or even possibly have individuals that travel that route, maybe a guide of some kind to help us.
Well, come. I have a house. Let us speak there. She kind of looks around. She leads you off to another house, and she has her people bring food. And let's see here. So this
very
is
hospitable of you. Thank you very much. This is above and beyond.
As you were walking, she goes, I thought I heard whispers of the anointed when the long ship was here. Is that true?
Aye.
Well, the anointed are no friends of mine or the roost. And as you guys were walking, you can see over, you can hear something flapping overhead. And then this creature lands on an abutment on the south side of the village. Pay no attention to Illiterus. Yeah, Illiterus, I guess. Illiterus. It is.
I would pronounce that Alitaris.
Alitaris?
I don't know.
How would you say it?
It's made it work. I'm not sure there's a right way or a wrong way.
Depends on where you're from.
I wrote it. It's not like I read it somewhere. So she leads you to this farmhouse. It has like an awning on the north side there that's about 15 feet long, and then it's wide. It's almost 25, 30 feet wide, and it's a small house otherwise with 2 beds, and then there's like a common room there. And you guys are resting. You've just been on the ship for 3 or 4 days, so it's been a bit. And she starts to talk to you about there could be a path. And it has to deal. Have you heard of? I don't know what I called it. And you'd think I wrote this stuff a long time ago because I don't remember anything. Oh, the Sky Road.
Sky Road. Have I heard of the Sky Road before?
You guys can make a general lore check, but you need a great success.
Got it.
So it's new enough that almost no one has heard of the Sky Road, but it seems like it's some sort of second age.
Zedekar might have heard of it.
Zedekar's.
Check out the big green on Zedekar.
It seems like it was some sort of second age, so this is like the third age, near the end of the third age. So hundreds of years ago, some structure of some second age civilization that actually looks like they're not sure what its purpose was, but it was found up in some caves near town and leads off. And it could be a way to traverse the Wistwood because it's like a road that's above the forest.
Like up in the mountains.
Yeah, in the hills.
In the hills, yeah.
Is it expected that might save us some time, or?
Well, the Wistwood is very dangerous. So, yeah, it could be way more. way better. Yeah. And she
So it's
suggests that's
faster
the
but
best way
dangerous.
because there's definitely scorn are known to be lurking about in the Woostwood near the roost. And she tries to, she brings in another person and they mention, the path and what you would have to take. And it's about a half day's travel southwest. And then it should be easy, movement there because it's a flat path and it's a well-made structure that's lasted for a long time.
It's called the Sky Road.
The Sky Road. You guys are like, what the hell is going on in this game?
Is there a crazy person named Max that patrols the Sky Road?
Is there a Sky Road in Mad Max?
No, I'm being facetious, man.
Oh, all right. So are you guys like hurt to get back or are you going to take your rest here? What's the plan? Is there anything anyone wants to do in the roost?
What's sort of the time difference? Like if we take the Sky Road, how long do we expect it to take us to get to Northgate then?
You think it would cut, a long time, like literal days off if it works the way she explains it.
And if we avoid this scorn are kind of like the Midlands version of like orcs or not, right?
Yeah, they're just like cannibalistic nasties that eat nearly anything and everything.
Big and strong, like not like ogre, but bigger than and stronger than men.
Yeah.
So how far are we? So progress wise, Hobbs, are we ahead of schedule? Or are we behind schedule? Are we right on schedule?
You're going to be behind schedule now because it's going to take longer to move through land than it would to go on be on the water for sure.
Sure. Okay.
And schedule isn't necessarily hugely important, although if you are being, chased by Principal Morris, a confrontation isn't something that would be great. Oh, look, I have a handout. It's the roost. Doesn't it look idyllic? Idyllic? How do you say that?
Idyllic.
Depends on where you're from.
And a great big thank you to Lauren for their donation to the Hero Save Villages campaign too. Thank you very much.
Oh, we are saying it when it happens. I didn't know. Gee, I guess no one knows but you, so you're the one who
I just happened to notice. I just happened to notice, and there was a lull. So,
all right,
I got an email notification when the donation made.
Perfect. All right, so is there anything else you guys want to ask or do in this town, Tamsin's Roost? The Roost.
Yeah. How much food do we think it's going to take? How many days travel is it? Do we think that it's going to be from here to Northgate?
Well, let's look.
I only have like 5 days worth of food on me. It's not like I go to Northgate every day. This is sweet. Oh. So oh man, we've got a long way to go. This is awesome. We're going to run into Scorn.
All right. So you got a good 40 miles. So it should easily, you would guess, a week to 10 days, probably, maybe more. But if there is some way that this thing could, because that you can only probably go travel 4 miles through the woods, 4 or 5 miles a day. But if this road somehow makes it so you don't have to travel through the woods themselves, you might be able to, road wise, you might be able to do 10, 12 miles a day. So you could cut that in half. Depending on how long the road is.
We need some more food.
No, they don't have any horses here.
Buy some food?
And we borrow the griffin and take that.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like it's a tamed griffin or anything like that. She's like,
Oh,
no.
boo.
That very difficultly pronounced name. Alistairus is not something that we ride, but beware. Don't attack any villagers or try not to have any physical altercations, or it could certainly mean trouble. Very protective is Alistairus.
All right. Then I'll buy a little bit more food and water and a replacement axe if they have one.
Yeah, you can get all that stuff.
Yep. I'll get some more food too. I think I've got 4 days of rations, so I'll get 10 days total worth. I've got 51 GP, so I'll spend a couple of GP.
All right, perfect.
So food is 1 gold piece for a week here, according to Steve. So I spend 3 GP.
I don't know what it is. I believe him.
It's Steve.
Or is Steve just trying to because he only had 1 gold piece. He's like, I still wanted my food, so I'm just gonna say it costs this much and see if we can get by with it.
I have 51 GP. I'm rich. My guy's rich.
I'm rich, mofo.
Sort of.
I can always hear it in his voice.
I'm
rich, mofo.
He's got a couple of gold.
Let's look it up. We'll
hunt
this
for food.
awesome book. So it's going to be a common resource here. It's available. 1d3 gold pieces is what it says. So, Steve, why don't you roll a d3 and we'll see if you got a 33% chance to make it 1 gold piece.
Yep. Okay.
Looks like it's 2 gold pieces.
Oof. Oh, my name's Nell Olaf.
I was making
Toe
Steve
off.
roll it this time. Oh, how did you do that? You changed.
Oh,
I know.
sorry.
I changed my name.
You changed your name at the bottom, I think.
I don't know how.
There's a thing that says as, and then you can roll as different people.
All right. Well, 3 gold while I figure out how to change my name back.
All right. So yeah, if you want to spend a week, it's 3 gold. Sorry. All right. So as you guys you get your stuff and you come back, and the mayor, hey Cleo, Corona, she it wants to hear what's going on and what's happening and any news, because they don't often get visitors.
I give her updates that I think might be pertinent to her.
Yeah. Does anybody else talk to her? So this is going to take some time, and you feel like maybe you guys just going to stay here overnight, or
What time of day is it now?
it's early to mid-evening.
I think we should maybe settle in for the evening and maybe head out at dawn. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thorson?
My character looks at Bennett like, what?
No? Not a big help. Zedekar, what say you?
See, here's what I'm going to think: is there like a tavern or a common, kind of place where the locals will hang out or the sailors will hang out?
Kev always beats me to the punch because I was just going to ask for a beer.
So
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is just to, based on the amount of little successes I've had on that general knowledge stuff, I'm thinking that what Zedekar's usual MO is once Bennett's settled in, is he goes over to the bar and then just buys drinks and kind of gets the lay of the land. But I'd like to try and do the same thing here. See if we've heard any troubles on the Skyway, get a sense of what we're going to expect up there.
Okay. So it seems like the mayor Corona wants to hang out with you guys for a while. So who's staying at the house and who's going to the tavern? Is anyone else going with Zedekar? Does Zedekar want anyone to go with him, I guess?
I'm fine with anyone doing whatever. If this lady wants to hang out with old man, she's welcome to do that. I'll stay. But
Well, she wants to hear all the news because she hasn't been around. So she wants to keep her to you guys to herself if possible. It seems like
she's a bit of a chatty Cathy too, right?
Yep.
So why don't we can we talk to her and kind of get all
for
the
sure.
gossip and whatnot?
Yeah, she has some beer brought in for
In
you
addition
guys.
to being
Now we're talking.
Go ahead, Kevin.
in addition to being an artificer, he's also a remorseless gossip. So
Yeah.
critical failure. Oh no!
So, is there anything specific you guys wanted to know? So she's like, it seems like the guide was missing, but she does her best to. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell. You found it, Steve, or no? At the bottom right of where the chat box is, on the very bottom. Like if you're looking at the Twitch stream,
Yes, got it.
It says
got it.
as.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can change it.
Awesome.
All right. So as you guys are talking, I have put. Is this where you guys want to be, or do you want to be all in the same room? I have Borgar hanging outside along with Wick under the awning, but you guys can be wherever you want.
Can I use a reroll on a critical failure?
Yeah. Well, you have the skill.
If
You have
you've
the
got
skill.
I do.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, let's do that. Avoid upsetting this lady. Come on, roll 20. Yes!
Dude, you're awesome.
So it seems like she's not necessarily offended with anyone else, but with Zedekar, she certainly seems uninterested in sharing any of his questions. So I almost feel like Zedekar.
You seem quite stupid. Perhaps you could answer some questions about your shitty town.
And Zedekar's drunk, it sounds like. All right. So I'm assuming Zedekar is like outside, and he could still wander to the bar if he wants to.
No way. I'm going to get in a fight with those rolls.
All right. So this is great. All right. So she kind of kicked Zedekar out. Is Borgar coming in, or is she going to stay outside?
Borgar is not really one for talking or for learning the lay of the land ahead of time. He's more of a kind of charge in and deal with whatever happens kind of guy. So he's just going to hang out outside.
Where the heck is Bennett?
I'm going to be with Karna. That's where I'm going to be.
There's no Bennett token missing in action.
Yeah, But I will probably be the default delegate to Karna.
Corona? Her name's changed like 5 times.
Karna. I have Carna. Karna.
Oh, C-O-R-I-N-A.
It's actually all hyphenated.
Corina? Corna?
Yeah, Corna or Karina, yeah.
Okay. How do you say your name? Is Corina or Corna?
Oh, it changes at the whim of the GM, apparently.
Well, despite that fool, what would you like to be called?
Corona.
Corna it is. I apologize.
It's on the roof.
I think
What are you doing up there?
That's
I've
what
been calling
happened.
you the wrong name all this time. I apologize.
No problem. That's what happened. I had put them somewhere else. Nordak, you're there. There we go. All right. All right. So the night goes on, and you guys can hear. So it sounds like that the tavern or the bar must be on like this large building to the north. And Zedekar and Borgar and Wick are out there as the others are talking inside. Occasionally, you guys go in to get your drinks. Wick is trying to tell a story to you guys about the last time she got in a fight and or they got in a fight, and she thought a shovel take care of it. I knew my trusted shovel would do it, she says. They say, sorry. All of a sudden, though, you guys see some ruckus kind of spill out of the inn or the tavern or whatever it is. And they're
Can you
like,
describe the ruckus?
well, you guys can't hear it. You're in the house, but the guys outside can hear it.
Can you describe it?
The ruckus seems to be like someone seems to be rabble rousing, and you specifically. Why don't you guys make a detection check, Zedekar and Borgar? Oh, definitely.
Yep.
You're not very good talkers, but you can listen in on the best of them. And they're like, yeah, let's get those Venari. Let's get those Northerners before they get us. Let's do it. And then you can see like some guys come around.
They're coming to get us?
It sounds like it. They seem fired up.
Borgar, I think they're talking to you.
And you
I'm
can
not
hear...
Vornari, am I?
No. No, neither is Bennett. Nordak and Thorson are, and Borgar are. But that whole longship was full of Vornari as well. And not only that, but you can actually, it seems like you can hear the same sort of thing, but distantly coming from different parts of town.
The same hostility? Is that rumblings?
Yeah, they think so.
So I'm going to lean back and kind of slam my fist on the door 2 or 3 times, get the attention of the guys inside, then maybe shift my shield from my back to kind of laying across my lap where it's easy to get at.
As you can hear from inside, oh dear, I hope Politicus isn't alarmed. What? They seem unhappy. Strange.
Stand by my statement from before. Something
That
odd about the
Thorson's out the door.
Brian?
Oh no! At the sound of Argosans, Thorson's out the door.
What, okay, you can move your token where you want to. Oh, you run out there to see what's happening?
Yeah.
So you can. Sounds like
I don't have control of Fenrir.
Jesus.
Who's Vagari out of the group? Thorson and who? Borgar?
Borgar, Thorson, and Nordak are all Vornari. Vornari.
All right, Nordak goes outside as well, has a look at what the hell's going on.
So it seems like some mob is headed your way.
Get my heavy crossbow out.
Maybe multiple mobs.
Get my sword out too.
Thorson.
Oh no!
Thorson's gonna look at
They
him.
have torches and rakes.
And starts laughing at him. Like, that's the best you got, Argosans?
Zedekar, I believe some of our colleagues may be in danger.
I think that some of our colleagues may be a danger.
Indeed.
So you guys are outside, and she's like, "This seems unusual." You guys can make another detection check at disadvantage. Let's see who's really good.
Oh, let's see here.
Everybody?
Yeah, you guys are all out there. So
Is there an option on the drop down to go to dis? Oh, here we go. I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
Well, look first, Madison.
all right, so
Whoop.
nice. So it looks like Thorson and Zedekar realize it seems like this guy back here seems to be the leader of some sort, and specifically seems to be getting these people riled up. Because right now they're just kind of milling about, looking over at you, but you can hear like shouts coming from other parts of town where other people seem to be have getting something going. Zedekar, you feel like it certainly has to be some sort of anointed plot.
Yeah. Right. I'll whisper back to Bennett. I sense the hand of the anointed in this.
Dirty bastards.
We talk, or do we bleed them?
It depends on their numbers. Sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
I'll point out the troublemaker in the back there, and I'll gesture with my musket. There! That one seems to be the leader.
Thorson scoffs. Ha! Argosans.
So,
Corna, do you know and recognize that one way back there?
it's a whole new name.
Oh, it's not. Corina.
Corina.
Corina. I'm sorry. My accent is very thick. I apologize.
You guys can
Right?
spot some torches moving on this side of town and even down here this way as well.
Is she out there? Could I point him out to her?
She kind of looks over. I can't tell. I don't think so.
Dorson's just gonna bang Borgar, say bam,
What?
like hit elbow him. What are we gonna do?
I think
Dang,
we.
Borgar. What the heck?
I said elbow him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, let's check
Borgar stands up, puts his shield on his arm, pulls out his big battle axe, starts walking towards these guys right here. I'm gonna walk up.
If they seem to be putting logs on the fire.
It appears our friends are
So
not
Dorset says, "So be it."
fearful.
You said fire. He drops his gloves, and Dorson produces a longbow. GM Hobbs.
Okay, Brian. Sorry. What were you saying, Sean?
I was just saying, I think our friends aren't fearful.
Nordak's marching up with Borgar.
I've got my heavy crossbow out, trained on the leader guy.
Okay.
So I'll look down at my musket and look at Bennett and kind of shrug like, I take the shot.
What does
So I'm
Bennett
gonna
say?
line up a shot. And
I appear to be outnumbered. All the way around.
All right, so you're lining up a shot, but I get the impression there is more people spilling out of the tavern up there. So that is like a mob up there.
Yeah.
These guys are more singular, like the first ones that seem to come out. Borgar, do you want to try and intimidate these guys? Nordak, you could help him if you wanted. So I think that gives you advantage, Borgar. Maybe you should make an intimidation check at advantage. It's going to be
All right.
a posed roll with this.
I do not
spell.
have intimidation as a skill, so what stat do
Charisma.
you want me to roll? Charisma?
Yeah, charisma. You could. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll roll charisma with advantage from Nordak.
Oh, yes.
So you made it by 6. Oh shit. So he's like, "Oh, they come to scare you with their weapons. They come to take your wives and your children and your children's booty and your wives' booty as well." They're all like fired up. They're shaking their pitchforks and the Vornari, get out of our town. Oh dear. When you mention the griffin, it's like, oh dear, surely. And at that point, you hear this loud screech echo across the village. Are you going to fire Zedekar?
Oh. Crap, the griffin.
Yeah. 1 second here. I guess first I did get the nod from Bennett. I won't shoot unless Bennett gives me the okay.
Great.
So the name for my rifle is The Voice. Are we speaking with the voice or with your voice?
We may not have an option. It seems as though the mob is growing and coming closer, and our colleagues seem to be engaging.
See if we can bring them to their senses. And let's see here.
Corinna, I fear for your life. You must send for your griffin.
So I had AC 11.
Oh, sorry. I was reading what Steve was saying. He should have been able to use his leadership skill or something if you wanted to.
It's okay. I rolled pretty well anyway, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I just rolled better. Sorry. Or
Yeah.
just GM feed you to death. All right. What are you laughing about? Okay, so all right, I want to
GM fired.
Yeah, so I'm walking up and they're shouting about how the Vornari are going to take all their stuff, and I shout out, "Yeah, I am going to take your women and all your booty, and I'm not really interested in the children, so I'll let them go into the Mistwood and get eaten by Scorn, but everyone else."
So then you hear the voice shouts out with a deafening. Everyone kind of ducks down, and it seems like some areas, some robes is kind of ripped off the guy, and you can see beneath It looks like he has like chainmail glinting in the night. The rabble rouser that you shot at, so it doesn't hit him. Do I need to read this? No, it doesn't. Yeah, so it doesn't get bonus against armor or anything like that. But nice shot anyway. It would have probably, you're sure that it would have hit anyone else, but this guy was prepared, or he's got armor.
No, it's good to know he's not. This isn't some just schmo. It's someone who's trying to conceal his true purpose.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I meant to do.
All right, at that point, go ahead. You want to do something, Brian?
Thorson's just shocked at the noise that comes from him, and it stops his attention for a second. So I'm not going to get a shot off.
All right. You heard him. Kill them. For the roost. And this mob. Why don't we roll initiative? Give you guys another chance here to do something. If you want. Nordak's like, maybe we should leave.
Yeah, run from the griffin for sure.
Let's see.
Wow, everyone's got great successes though, so that's good. So I'm just gonna replace this with this guy.
Hey, Hobbs, do we see the mob up in the northwest?
Yeah, you guys saw them moving. Nordak also mentioned that they were there as well.
Great.
And you can see shadows and torches approaching from the southwest as well.
I see those. Zedekar, we may be outnumbered. We may need to slap these guys upside the head and leave.
Okay.
And after that booming of the voice, now you can hear that animalistic screech again. Echoing over the village. All right, so I think it's the lowest. Great success. Looks like Thorson got a 2. What are you going to do, Brian?
Oh, I'm going to shoot the big mouth.
What did Zedekar ever do to you? Come on.
The other big mouth. The one that's leading the pack against me.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll scream the mighty battle cry.
Which is?
Nice.
For the Venari!
He does.
And I mean it.
Oh, God. What'd you get? Oh, 17.
AC
All right, that
17.
definitely hits.
I'll mark off an arrow. I'm just going to hold on to Finner's attack for a second, if that's okay.
Yep.
Thank you, GM Hobbs.
All right. So the arrow hits this. This guy is obviously a trained soldier of some sort. And if he is one of the anointed soldiers, rumor has it that they too are empowered by imbibing the Stargazer's blood. I was looking for a fight song. I don't usually play music, but I've been trying to do it. What's a good fight song? Colosseum? No. Clash of Kings? What's the one you always say? Axe? But that's probably not by Tabletop Audio, is it? You like actually put it in.
No, I use Kevin McLeod's stuff.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Who is? Oh, we still have other actions, right?
Yeah, who's up?
Is there a back door to this place?
No, but you could run out if you want to.
Okay.
There's windows. You can see there's windows. There's just shuttered windows.
Here.
Do you want to try?
It looks like there's nothing in the southeast of the camp.
Yeah, you don't spot any torches moving around over there.
All right, well, Bennett is deciding Borgar is going to walk up and try to whack one of them with his axe.
All right, I forgot. What is it? 183, I think.
He's buying us some time. We should flee.
Borgar, a fighting retreat.
That voice sounds like some voice. I can't place it though. I thought you said it was.
It's a poor man's version of Deckard Cain.
I think it's my grandpa, actually. I don't...
John, why don't you visit?
The grandpa voice, I love it.
I got the guilt trip now from grandpa.
You should thank your stars to have a grandfather alive still to guilt trip you.
I know, right?
I don't.
Oh, sorry. Then you shouldn't thank your lucky stars. You should thank your lucky stars for him reminding you of your past grandfather.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so I was just looking up how the mob swarm works. All right, nice. Good rules, Steve. Good rules. Were you wanting to say something, Kevin?
Oh no, I if we're gonna start moving, I can reload and move still. So I can reload the voice and move with Bennett wherever Bennett wants to move.
Oh, and I should take care of this. How much you hit AC? Their armor class is 10. How much did you do?
I haven't swung yet because I was waiting for you to look up stuff. All right, I will swing now. And I only hit an AC of 8, so I don't even hit anybody.
Yeah, they kind of scatter away. Oh, Vernari, watch it. Who's up?
Run for your life!
Nordak, what are you doing? Are you up, Nordak? That was Thorson.
Yep,
Did Thorson go?
will,
Sorry. Oh, go ahead, Nordak. I already asked you to. I guess you were the last one, but
I'll just shoot at the. I'll try and shoot the guy if I can still see the rebel rouser. Otherwise, I'll just shoot into the mob and yell out something like, "Go back to your homes."
Go back to your homes.
so were you trying to? So you got. We'll say you got a 1 in 3 chance of being able to single the guy out. So roll a d6 or roll a d3.
Yep. Okay.
1 means that you did attack him, which is not going to hit anyway, but it does fire into the mob, and someone is like, "Oh!" You can hear it funks into someone's body as one of the many parts of the mob kind of just falls back, blood splurting out of the sunken crossbow bolt in his midriff. All right, Thorson, did you go? Since you rolled a 17 to hit someone,
I did.
Who did you fire at?
The what's his face with the.
All right, so you have to roll a d6
character.
to see if you can pick him out of the mob. So you 1 in 3 chance. So roll a d3. Sorry, I said d6
If I use
the
my
first time, but
sharpshooter skill, could I pick him out of the mob?
sure, yes.
I will use a sharpshooter skill if I can hit it.
Yep.
I need to make a per roll. I think. Maybe I just press this one. See if that works. That do.
Nice.
That's not it.
1 damage, make a perception check.
It's bam. Come on, roll 20.
All right, yeah. So you easily picked him out of the mob, and the arrow.
So he's taken 10. I'm sorry, Jim Hobbs. I didn't mean to cut you off. Tell everyone how I put one into his guts for 10 points of damage.
Yeah, you did. Good work. He was like ready to shout out another cry. Kill the voter! Ow, my liver! All right. Borgar went. Thorson went. Bennett, have you gone?
I have not gone.
All right. What are you gonna do, buddy?
I'm gonna set a car. We need to get out of here. And I move
Creed!
around the corner of the establishment around this bush. So I think I can move probably 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get to about.
Second, Bennett starts to try to move away. Spinner starts growling at him like, "Arr," and shaking his head like, arr.
The dog seems poorly trained.
Dog.
So are you running or what? I think you can double move if you want. So you can
No, just a
10
single move. I don't want to like ditch everybody. I'm trying to sway people back and this way. We need to get out of here.
All right. Oh, okay. Is that everyone then? Zedekar went on. Are you reloading this round?
I'm moving over next to Bennett, and I'm doing the reloading the thing, whatever.
She kind of
That's what those motions are.
She kind of comes out next to Wick and Thorson. She's like, "No, these are my villages. Surely this is anointed plot. Don't kill them." Too late. People are falling back from Borgar. They're getting ready just to swarm over top of Borgar, though. There's probably 10 or 12 people in this mass of villagers here. Not saying that he couldn't take them on. I'm just saying that it seems unwieldy. All right, let me see here. What am I trying to do? 4. So it's a D20 plus 4.
Rules question, Hobbs.
Yeah, go ahead.
My Thunder Fist only hits, or Thunder Gauntlet only hits one target. What would that do to a crowd?
It sounded like you had to pinpoint the person, or should I just read it? Is that what we should all do? Let's take a look.
Here, I can
look it up.
Yeah, I can click on it for you.
You just did it all?
I got it. Boom.
There it is.
Those are rules for it. I wonder if I can hit the front guy if it does throw someone back, whether it'll be like, Indiana Jones style through the crowd, knocking people down.
If you want to do a mass of them, I think you could do it with a major exploit. You could shift it into a major exploit, but so I don't think it automatically works usually. Oh no, I guess it's just a con save. Yeah, we'd figure out a way, so if you made an attack roll and did damage, then we would put it into a major exploit, and then you could topple a bunch of them to maybe free that situation. Sound good?
See how things go with Borgar first.
All right. So yeah, Borgar, you easily fend them off because you have a 16 or something, right?
I have a 19.
Oh, it is a 19. Nice. What a surprise. Borgar wants to have a super high AC. That's unusual for Borgar.
Heavy armor plus my shield with my protector bonus plus a good dexterity, so I'm really hard to hit.
So you guys can hear a similar person seems to be, it's not exactly the same person, but it's definitely some kind of coordinated effort, likely by the Anointed, of getting these guys all fired up. Initiative.
Wah, wah.
Oof. And boom.
Zedekar. So, I mean, you guys do have, if you really wanted to flee, you have the option of using the party retreat exploit if you want to. Also in this game, if you just said, hey, we just want to get out of here, you could definitely try to use that if you want to. Or, I mean, you can get this set up with the Thunder Gauntlet if you'd like as well. Your first Zedekar. Steve, did you have something you wanted to say? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, does Nordak know, has he picked up that this is something that's been orchestrated by the Anointed, or
I'll leave that up to you.
Clear to him that guy
Others, I'll leave it to you. Other people have mentioned it. Yeah, so other party members have mentioned it, but you can decide if you heard it or not. But you also do hear that screech gets closer.
Okay.
Now it's time to go.
As something is flying towards you all.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. Well, Nordak yells out something like, this is a trap, we must flee. Something like that.
Fang Dragon.
Yes, Fang Dragon. Hey, how many people are watching us on your stream? You got anybody over there
18.
talking? Oh, 18 guys over there are watching us on YouTube. Nice.
Yeah.
Are they saying anything? I forgot. I'm usually chattering in the chat.
Oh,
I never
everyone's
say anything.
Everyone says howdy. Antiochus says howdy. Iwawa says howdy. William says howdy. Hey, Low Fantasy Gaming, and a big smile. William is in. Someone appreciates my faux grandfather for you. So, hey, Dave's in there too. Dave says howdy, Mr. Hobbs and friends.
New guy, Dave?
Yeah, Dave Fortier.
Oh, nice.
Resident armor smith.
Nice. This is exciting. All right. So after that quick interlude, what is Zedekar going to do?
Zedekar curses. Do we have like a native tongue that like Bennett and I speak apart from like Midlander or Vornari? Or
So you guys would speak Midlander, and Vornari wouldn't necessarily speak it, but the mob guys probably would speak it as well because they're likely mostly Argosan as well.
Okay. So I think say something to the effect of like the anointed are certainly pernicious foes. I'll make my shot at the same guy again. I finished reloading my gun, so let's see how voice speaks here. Come on. Big money. Boom, AC 10. Nope. Shot a farmer.
You did indeed shoot a farmer. Another one. Blood splurts out of the shot as he falls back. And you guys can all hear the screech as the voice, is.
I turn to, as a minor action, I turn to Bennett and say, I don't think we'll be invited back.
We
All
need to
right.
get out of here.
Thanks, Will. Will's hosting us over there at Greyhawk Adventures now, too.
They are a
Awesome.
cunning group. If we don't get out of here, everybody's going to want our heads on pikes.
Hey, Matt Jowett's in here too. Matt, howdy.
Sean is probably
That's a host of the Zweihander and soon to be the host of the Ria Lagan Twitch channel.
I don't even
Congrats to
know what
Matt
is.
for that.
Is that a French term?
The Free League.
Free
League, the guys who make
nice.
Lands, Aliens. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we could add any more craziness to this particular scene at the small Tameson's Roost here. All right, so that was Zedekar. It looks like almost anybody else can go but Broker Bennett. Bennett is stunned as he sees a massive griffin swooping towards the center of town here.
So I'm thinking these guys are like farmers, right? They're not battle-hardened warriors. I could probably, chop one of their heads off and roar at them and make another intimidation check to see if I can make some space for myself to get away.
Sure.
That seems like a good major exploit that I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me make my melee attack. Never mind.
Borgar's almost
Try to get
running
one of
into
them in the neck, and
berserker
they're
foam
quick for
coming
me.
out of his mouth and whipping him. You could still just be whipping your axe around, and they're going to be backing off and trying to stab you with pitchforks and whack you with, their tined rakes. All right, that was Borgar. Nordak, what are you going to do?
I will try and... Can I run over, grab Borgar by the back of his chainmail and start dragging him away, saying, "We must go! This is a trap!"
Borgar, are you going to let him pull you?
Yeah, if because I was trying to make space for myself to retreat. So if he starts pulling on me, I'm gonna pull back with Nordak, definitely.
All right, so as you go back, they're going to get an attack on you. Unless you are going to use the party retreat mechanic, they're probably going to get an attack on you.
I'm not worried about them getting an attack on me.
I'm not worried.
Nordak wants to do the retreat. Is everyone willing to try the party retreat mechanic here to get out of here?
Yeah. Steve wants to do it. Hell yeah.
All right, so he must think that's the way to do everything is the party retreat. All right. Let me find it here.
I tried 20 minutes ago. I was unsuccessful in getting people to retreat. Thanks, Steve.
That was before there was 3 mobs and a massive flying griffin.
That's right.
You just got to invite
the Griffin's a
Steve
game
'cause he
changer.
wrote the book. So when he gets on here and says retreat, then everybody else is good.
So how does this retreat work mechanically?
I'm looking for it right now, my man. Didn't find it yet.
Probably doesn't.
It does. We've done it a few times. Steve, you want to just
Party
tell us?
retreat on 68 and 69.
Yeah.
All right, I almost got there.
My memory is we just explain how we want to run off.
I'll run.
But we're supposed to do it at the start of a round, actually. And then, yeah, we just give a bit of explanation. So we have to be able to explain how we would nick off, or just bolt. Then we make a group luck check.
Oh, here it is.
So as long as more than half of us make the check, we escape. Unless Hobbs wants to throw modifiers in or turn it into a chase or whatever.
At the start of a round, if the whole party wishes to flee from a battle, they must first explain to the GM how escape might be possible. If the GM agrees, a group luck check is required, possibly with strength or con checks to carry away unconscious allies. Like he said, everything seems, if successful, the whole party reduces their luck by 1. The adventurers manage to break away from the battle with the incapacitated allies over their shoulders, otherwise in tow, as explained by the players. Depending on the circumstances, fleeing may lead to a chase. If unsuccessful, the GM might permit any individual successful adventurers to leave, but the remaining PCs behind. The party or any remaining PCs may attempt to flee again next round if desired.
Question.
Yes, sure.
If we start to run, take our move action, I get another shot off at the anointed one.
Yeah,
Our way out.
Yep.
A nice little parting gift from the Venari.
Well, let's finish this round out because you're not going to be able to do the party retreat until the next round anyway. But Nordak has gathered up with Borgar here, which is fine. And Bennett is last. Has everyone else got an action this round? You can reload your bow, Nordak, if you want as well, right? Because you haven't done that yet. Thorson, I think you went first. Or no,
I haven't gone
this
yet.
round? All right. What do you want to do this round?
Attack the anointed one.
Do it.
Just scream for the Venari.
Oof.
And since I don't really like Argosans, I'm going to try to use my sharpshooter too.
All right, do it.
Oh,
great success.
Come on, roll 20. That's another 10.
Ace.
So this guy has 2 arrows in him. He's just like struggling and trying to hide behind the others. But he isn't dead. So these anointed soldiers are badasses, apparently.
Not impressed.
This guy lands. These guys are going to attack.
Oh.
They miss. Borgar fends them off with their shield. These guys are running forward. These guys are coming up. All right. I think that's all anyone can attack this round.
Doing nothing, right?
I think Mark's
They're doing nothing, or is she just like trying to call the griffin down?
She's like, yelling, oh no. Yeah, she's like fluttering her hands about. She actually probably disappears in the house at this point.
I think Mark CMG Clover is equating Borgar to Boromir for some reason.
I don't know what that means. Hey, Mark. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Glad to have you, brother. Wasn't someone toss the... Let's finish this scene out, and then we'll take our break, and then we'll explain what the charity is and all that. All right, so it is Bennett's turn this round. What are you going to do, Bennett?
Oh, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna tell everybody, retreat.
So we're going to make the retreat action next round. We're going to do that party retreat, but you can do something this round if you want to, other than yell.
Well, I'm gonna move because I don't know how I'm gonna pan out the next round, so I'll move.
Okay.
Fenrir is just barking at Bennett. You don't like that guy at all.
He's more of like a trade delegate than he is, like a big, powerful magic user. So
I'm fragile.
all right.
We calculate interest rates.
All right.
Force does not. I do not handle force blunt trauma very well.
Let's make our luck checks for this fleet. And you guys can use whatever you want. So like maybe Bennett is using his intelligence to help him flee, or someone else is using their dex. You can use whatever modifier you want to get out of this situation with the party retreat. So everyone makes a luck check with their choice of with their choice. And if you fail, that means you haven't gotten away.
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone gets away except we haven't seen Steve yet.
GM Hobbs, I have an important question.
Yes?
I burnt through my guy's luck last adventure. It's pretty low.
Everyone started
still that
full.
low?
No, everyone started at full.
Oh, full? Okay.
Yeah. I let everyone start at full for this special session because I expected it to be rather dangerous and possibly. Yes, if you
right?
Everyone loses a luck point except for Sean, but he'll lose it as soon as he does. But Sean, so everyone else is like taking off and Zedekar is trying to help you. The things are looming closer, like the griffin screeches and some of the mob, fends away from them. They're looming ever closer, but they can't get to attack you. Like a couple people throw rocks.
Hey, leave him alone.
Oh, no.
Wick will knock the rocks down with her shovel. The shovel ought to do it.
All right, so Bennett is going to get hit by a rock unless someone wants to try and stop that from happening.
Well,
One person can choose. Zedekar, I think I would. It's kind of
only
like
thing
job.
I'm being paid for. So
Yes.
being paid for this. So
What are you going to do? How are you going to protect him?
I am for an old guy. I am surprisingly spry, and I'm quite clever as well too. I think what I'd like to rely on is sort of if I can see when they're like going down and they're grabbing things and they're going to pick up to try and judge when this crowd's going to get violent. As soon as I see that they're getting violent, I sort of push him down, like bodyguard style, and be like, "Get down!" Try and keep him out of the way.
All right, so make a dex check.
Okay.
All right, success. So now you need to make a luck strength check.
Luck strength check.
Well, I mean, it could be dex or strength, up to you, because you're kind of pushing him. You're using your power to move him.
Sure.
All right, you got it.
Nat 1. Look at that.
So yeah, he takes no damage. You easily Zedekar pushes Bennett out of the way from the incoming rocks, and it's the next round. Bennett, you need to make. So you lose another point of luck, though, Zedekar.
Yeah, mark down.
All right, so you need to make a luck check of your choice, Bennett. If you don't get out, though, there could be some serious trouble, and I'm assuming you're pulling everyone else out of the retreat.
I'm going to try Dex this time. I don't know why I tried Int last time, but...
Yay! You made it. So now you lose a luck point. So you guys flee the village, and it seems like there is some trouble with the griffin and the villagers. You can hear them fighting. And maybe, just maybe, on the horizon, out in the sea, you can see the anointed ship coming up towards the shore. All right. So why don't we take a break? If anyone wants to stagger their break, and like if you want to talk about the charity, very briefly, or if someone wants to put it in the chat what we're doing here. We've got more viewers here, and I'm assuming we're picking up some viewers from the Will's channel and Gaming and BS. So it may
sure. I'll do it quick. The session today was made possible by a very, very generous donation from our player Brian here, who made a donation to the Heroes Save Villages charity campaign that we run on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. That benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really awesome organization active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children, building these wonderful villages that provide a stable and supportive living environment for kids. So it gives kids who otherwise wouldn't have a chance to be kids act as kids. So once again, a big, big thank you to Brian for that. And from now until September 1st, we have our annual charity raffle going on as well, too. You can find links in the description of the video on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel, in the chat on the Hobbs and Friends Gamerhood, or not Hobbs Friends, the Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood Twitch. For every $25 Canadian that you donate, you get one chance to win the grand prize, which is a copy of Beadle and Grimm's amazing gold edition Eberron Rising from the Last War box set. It's a super cool box set product. It reminds me a lot of the old second edition ones, where you got the whole setting in there. There's a bunch of extra books. There's some cool handouts. There's a DM screen. There's maps. There's dragon shards. There's all sorts of amazing crap in there. And it was very generously donated by our friends at Beadle and Grimm. If you don't win that, though, you still have tons of other amazing prizes, including a hard copy of the very game that we're playing right now, Low Fantasy Gaming, very generously donated by Steve, the author of Low Fantasy Gaming. We also have 2 copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea Core Rulebook, from written by Jeff Talanian. There's a copy of Brian Anand's Any award-winning The Monsters Know What They're Doing. There are Skittermander dice bag. There is a chainmail dice bag that one of our regular players have made. There's some awesome OSR zines that Hobbs has donated to the charity raffle. There are a bunch of prizes like posters and t-shirts and mugs from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble Shop. So there's a ton of great prizes, and the best thing is that all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel. None of it goes to either of the channels involved. None of it goes to any other middleman. It all just goes to help out those kids. So you get a chance to help some kids out who could really use help, and you get a chance to win some really awesome gaming stuff. I'm going to take my comfort break right now, so I will be back momentarily.
Awesome.
Kev.
Yeah, so the raffle looks pretty exciting, and it's going to happen, did he say, on the 1st he's drawing? So the last day is August 31st. There's going to be another stream at the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel tomorrow. We're going to be playing Eberron 5th edition. So I'll be playing in that game.
Sounds like fun.
I might stream it to the Gamerhood as well. We'll see.
Doesn't he let you buy raffle tickets almost to the
Yes.
point where he starts choosing?
Yeah, it doesn't shut off until, I don't know if it's midnight on the 31st or what. I don't know exactly. We'll ask Kevin when he gets back. So how is the game going so far, Brian?
Oh, it's great. I Midlands has some kind of it factor with me. I don't know what it is, but since we're talking about it, you can kind of see why the Kalmata games take forever with 5 or 6 of us, other than just the 4 that we normally have in the Midlands. Kind of moves a little faster. Does it seem like that to you?
With less people, it's definitely going to move faster. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is sweet having Steve and Sean and Arlen and you and me have all in one place. If we did this all the time, I bet we could compete with the Dungeon Run.
I already do. What are you talking about? So does Kevin, doesn't he?
I don't know. I mean, the Dungeon Run has like unemployed actors.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to say that we're going to compete with them, but there's like you said, this is like an all-star cast. It's beautiful.
So
I always throw it to Steve. Like, Steve says we're going to do something. Let's go.
This is it's a good group for sure. I mean, we're all employed, right? So that's the difference. Sean, you want to say anything to the gaming and BS stream? Are there anyone? Are you
Any BSers that have joined?
Yeah, you're hosting.
Yeah. I am hosting. I'm hoping they would be in the Hobbs channel, but nonetheless, if they're over on our channel watching the show, check out obviously the charity GoFundMe.com link to the campaign that Kevin's running. It's a good cause. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for spreading the word. Thanks for giving. And thanks for the crew here for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to be a part of this. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
That's another thing. Thank you.
Go ahead, Kevin.
I was going to say, again, a big thank you to Hobbs for putting this the game together as well, and for everyone who's agreed to play too. Thank you so much for that.
All right, so I should say
and for putting up with my old man voice.
No, it's great. I should say that the Midlands is a book also. So we're not just playing low fantasy gaming. We're also using, Midlands, which is the actual book from Pickpocket Press, also written by Steve. So a lot of these factions and names and things that I'm bringing up are already known to Steve because he wrote them. He probably forgot them because he's about to release a Kickstarter, which is a new game. So that's pretty exciting. Maybe he'll get a minute to talk about that.
No kidding.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Steve, what's the new game?
Steve's not here, buddy. He's still not back.
He's not here. I can't see.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm dying to hear.
His game, it's called Lowlife 2219. It's got a year afterwards, and it's a low fantasy gaming. Some people are saying it's kind of a low fantasy gaming Shadowrun. So
Very cool. Oh yeah.
So Steve, we're talking about your impending.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Steve, we're talking about your impending Kickstarter. You want to say a couple words about it?
Yeah, it is super impending. Before I said it was anyway, it's super close, and it's just it's a near future, it's a Shadowrun style book, really. It's going to come with its own little setting, but it's magic, cyberpunk, and sorcery sort of mixed together. Yeah, coming soon.
How many classes are you got in there, buddy?
It's got 9 classes at the moment. So it's very similar to the low fantasy gaming framework, but it's it's heavily modified actually because it's just a lot more working parts, and because I don't really expect there to be as many fights. Hit points are reduced a lot. There are a lot of tweaks to it. Yeah.
Awesome. So maybe we'll have you on, Hobbs.
Steve, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Kevin.
It's something that's especially for the more independent creators too. What's the best way that people can support you by picking up the game? Like, what is there a venue that it affords you more benefits, like through drive-through or through directly ordering, or what?
Yeah, our stuff is only on drive-through. The only other way, well, actually, the Midlands stuff is on Lulu, but the best way actually is through Kickstarter, because the way that the fees work and all that, it just ends up better overall to do it through Kickstarter and then sort of later on through drive-through. But it's a bit of a tricky question. We don't produce anything ourselves. It's all done through the online ordering through either Kickstarter or drive-through. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So comparing us to the Dungeon Run, so we have 2 employed lawyers. So I think we already have a step up, right, guys? No, wrong camera. Anyway, let's get this game back on the rails, because this is a choo-choo. All right. So you guys are oh shit, that's the wrong button.
Oh.
No, God, we're dead. Oh, no.
The button.
the wrong
Woe and
button.
calamity.
So you guys flee into the woods, and that day passes. You find some place to rest, and you keep on going. I'm assuming, hopefully, reaching the Sky Road. Maybe it's the only way that you'll be able to outrun Principal Morris and the Anointed that are chasing you. As another day passes in the woods, you think you're on the right track looking for the Sky Road. And that's when you kind of hear some sort of tumult on the path ahead. It sounds like
scroll the map down.
Oh. Son of a biscuit. Look at that.
Yes.
There you go.
I can check my box. I got my son of a biscuit for the day.
This map?
Hey, look at us. We've moved.
Yeah, you guys are rocking down here.
Never been this far away from Vorngard.
So it's about midday-ish, and you can hear some sort of fracas or tumult happening along the path in front of you. What are you going to do?
Somebody want to scout ahead?
I'm actually quite good at that, I think.
Harken, a
I will.
fracas.
And
Exactly.
If Zedekar moves, I grab by the shoulder and go, be careful.
I also may have forgotten that I traded that skill out. When in my younger days, I was much stealthier. Now I'm better at talking.
You maybe
Sometimes.
you may want to reconsider.
Except when I'm insulting community leaders. Perhaps someone else is stealthy.
Yeah, Zedekar says that. Borgar just looks down at his chainmail armor, kind of jingles a little bit.
All right, so it sounds
Orson,
like
this all rests on you now.
Can we try to get a luck point back by telling a little story?
Maybe we could send that
Do you have
dog.
time
ahead.
for that?
not at this point, maybe soon.
Okay.
Maybe send the hound.
Hold on. Can I ask you a mechanics question?
Yes.
The way that skills work is just to trigger rerolls, right? Like otherwise it's just a dex check?
Yes, it would be a dex check. If you have stealth, you get a +1 on that check. Or
I've got this, boys.
yeah.
I do not have this, boys.
And you don't. So you use your reroll pool. You don't have it anymore, right?
I already used my I only had one, don't I?
Yes, you only had one.
Yeah, so it's already. So I turn and like, hold on. I stumble twice, fall down, and then my gun goes off.
Boom! Voice fires. All right, so let's do this.
Where did that root come from?
I got this, boys. Boom!
Yeah.
The voice.
He still thinks he's 20.
All right, and so here, let's just do it like this. Did someone else want to say something?
No, I was miming the dog licking my face.
Oh,
Easily. Oh, shit.
Fenrir, Wonder Dog. All right. So Fenrir's rolling all over Zedekar. He's like, yeah, playtime.
One of them is dead already. Apparently I shot one. I meant to do that.
so when you guys look up, it looks like they're fighting
Take that.
something up around. There's a bend and Zedekar falls forward, and you can just see some large. They're about 7 feet tall. They have just bits of rangy hair, heavily scarred, and hunched over with a large nose and a heavy brow over deep set eyes and a kind of fanged mouth. These are all most definitely the scorn that you were warned about. So the tumult was up here on this hill, on this escarpment. It looks like they're fighting some kind of chitinous scaled worm or snake. But another party seems to be approaching around the bend here.
On roll 20.
All right, so what are you guys going to do? Zedekar has moved forward, stumbled away, and made a lot of noise. Borgar, what are you going to do?
I am going to step up next to Zedekar to form the shield wall and maybe offer a hand to help him up. We'll see about that.
Yes. I think I broke my gauntlet.
All right, what about Nordak?
He'll move up to. Yep. Other side of. Oops, got the wrong selector. Here we go.
Who's next there? Thorson?
Sure. Thorson looks around and he'll follow Borgar. Wick. Oh, wait.
Bennett?
Roof.
Bennett? Sean? Broker Bennett moves forward, hides behind a rock. Nice.
Do they want to trade?
As soon as Bennett starts to move past Fenrir, just growling at him.
So happy to see
Something's
you.
wrong.
I
Licking
need
Zedekar
control
and
of
growling.
Fenrir, the Wonder Dog.
Oh, Jesus.
You at least move Fenrir behind Thorson in his usual spot, please. There we go.
I grab a stick. I throw it the way we came. Fetch, boy.
Okay.
Fenrir don't buy that trick. Looks at you and he puts his head down on the ground and covers his eyes and then wakes up and shakes off like, that don't work on me, dude.
Man, dog's casting sass there. Right.
Story of my life.
We need to initiatize here, or
Sure. Let's do it.
nice.
I mean, do you need initiative to not fight?
20 again.
Wow, you're awesome,
Good
Kev.
lord. I think I hurt my hip.
Thorson.
my hip, click.
Someone call Medi-Help. Oh, God.
Borgar, what are you going to do?
A war wound.
I'm going to pull out my axe and ready in action, so if any scorn come up next to me, I'm going to smack them.
All right, perfect. Thorson.
Well, as soon as Thorson sees Borgar pull his axe, he does that thing he does where he pulls off his gloves and you see him hit the ground. And I produce a longbow, Jim Hobbs.
Go ahead and shoot.
I will shoot the first one that presents the biggest target.
Go ahead and shoot.
I am. I'm getting there. Hold on.
No
I'm
problem.
old. Not
Oh,
old, but
God damn
Kev
it.
old, but.
Let's go.
And I'll scream for the Venari. For the Venari.
Oh, that's probably a hit. Yep,
I don't know why it's doing 10, but
because you
there
rolled.
she blows.
Because you
8.
rolled an 8.
Where's the +2 coming from? Oh, well, it's just a.
Your dex.
It's not like this is regular.
Dex, probably.
All right.
Tell him, Steve.
If Steve says, says it's my
Yeah.
dex. Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Steve says so. That's what it is.
All right, so
I'll look
It
it,
is-
up. Hang on. I will check.
he slammed
Oh, no,
by
it's not
this
seriously.
arrow, but it doesn't kill him. It does turn him, and he kind of slows him down.
He's staggered.
Yes. But the rest of them charge forward. So you can go ahead and attack that guy as he moves up there.
Hit him, D. Marlin.
All right. Gonna
He's like, okay.
smack.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So what happens to this guy when he comes charging up to nail you, Borgar?
So I just, kind of, he sort of is getting ready to swing, and I just take a step inside and smack right down and get him right in the skull and kind of knock him off my axe.
Ouch. Yeah, so he falls dead at Borgar's feet. All right, who did I? Yeah, I didn't skip anybody, right? It's initiative again. Oh wait, Zedekar can do something.
I got a critical failure on mine, so or terrible failures.
Yeah, you're after the other guys.
Yeah, have they already gone?
Yep. They charge forward,
awesome.
but yeah.
So I'm going to kind of move around a little more than I need to, get myself up and start reloading the voice.
Okay.
But,
initiative. So it sounds like these guys have successfully killed this creature above.
Oh.
So it's possible that you could have more opponents soon. All right. Great success from Nordak. Go ahead. Broker Bennett hiding failed.
Take a leaf from Thorson's book. He charges down here at this guy and yells out, "For the Venori!" And I'm going to try and do a major exploit to cut this guy's leg off if I hit. He's got his two-handed sword.
Okay, I want to stop for 1 second. Steve's For the Venari better than mine? Of course it is. It's from Steve.
No, they were both equally fantastic. All right, so
absolutely.
All right, what do we got to do here? You hit and you did damage, but now you have to make a strength check? Is that what it is?
Yeah, luck check.
Luck. Yeah.
I think just straight luck or yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh
yes.
Easily done.
Nice.
So this guy's leg is
Can I lop his leg off?
Yeah, his leg is lopped flat out off.
All right, and I kick him out the way.
That looks like it hurt. All right, Thorson.
Okay, GM Hobbs. Literally, I've been working this for a little while. Move over. I'm going to hold my longbow parallel to the ground or horizontal. I'm going to knock 2 arrows in it. I'm going to try to major martial exploit this one and this one.
Okay.
I hear go ahead or
Yeah.
do the thing or
Do the thing, man.
oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Doing the thing. Major martial exploit. There we go. There she blows.
All right. That's definitely a hit. Now, straight luck check.
All right, I'm going to mark off 3 arrows real quick. Straight luck. Boom. Come on, roll 20.
You failed.
Damn it.
All right. So, yeah, those arrows, they seem like they were headed there, but at the last second, this wounded one stumbled into the other one, and the arrows went awry. Indeed. All right. Who had some successes? Borgar, Zedekar, and not Broker Bennett.
All right. Well, it seems like the Vonari have their own battle cry here. Zedekar has his own. As he brings up the voice and his eye narrows, he very quietly says, "For profit."
I love it. Yeah. Right on.
The tables have turned.
Boom. Smoke billows out of the end of it. Nordak is enveloped in a cloud of black powder smoke. And what happens to the guy in front of him, Kevin?
It's not the one in front of him. I didn't want to risk the chance of hitting Nordak. Right. Yeah, I was the one in the back I was shooting at. I think that he's probably like running around the corner as he's trying to get into Nordak, and his like the side of his head just explodes out, and his momentum carries him down and hits the ground like a sack of wet meat.
Thump. A meat sack, so to speak. All right.
Sack.
All right, so we got one guy left up here attacking Bennett. Let's see what these other guys do.
I get to attack him first.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
no?
just kidding. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to step up over the one that's there. I guess I'll step up to here so that you can see me. And I'm going to try to smack the one next to Nordak.
All right. That is definitely a hit. All right. So what happens to this guy, Borgar?
Nordak went for the leg. I'm going to go for an arm and just try to, chop it off at the elbow.
All right, sure. He stumbles back, blood splurting out of what's left of his forearm. You just missed the elbow, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Bennett, you don't get to go. All right, so these guys actually, after hearing the voice and seeing what happens, they take off. It seems like they're running away.
Love it.
Bennett, do you want to do anything?
No, not if they're running away. Well, has anybody gotten hurt?
No.
Anybody take any damage? No. Then I don't think there's anything for me to do.
I pride.
All right.
You cried?
And I
pride. My pride is irretrievably
your battle cry actually scared
injured.
him off.
I thank everybody for their extreme heroism and bravery. Well done. Huzzah!
Surely we've got nothing to worry about now.
For profit.
For profit. Yeah, it totally sounds like something, but I can't remember what. Let's see here if you guys want to see if they have something. I usually just don't give anybody anything.
I'm sure their carcasses are filled with treasure and gold.
I forget, though. You guys are still going to play.
Okay,
these guys
question.
someday. What?
I failed my martial exploit. Does that use a luck?
No. Only when you succeed on the martial exploit does it use a luck.
I at least got credit for trying.
If you fail a martial exploit, does that mean that the underlying action failed as well? Even?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I just ruled. But
okay.
So you guys.
No, I mean it's because of the reward.
You also, after you
cool.
make an exploit, if you fail an exploit against a target, you're not allowed to make another one against that target until there's something significant changing. Yep. So that's like if you can't just work down a boss with exploits every time, because as soon as you fail, you can't do anymore.
Yeah, the same method doesn't work.
Yeah, you guys find some treasure.
53 jeeps.
Yeah, they have very primitive jewelry when you think it's worth about 53 gold pieces. Yeah.
Can we look at this big thing?
Yeah, if you want to. Who is it? Is it Lohal? Lohale? Yeah, Scorn are usually terrifying, but not to this band of the Brian's Charity Session. They are ruthless and capable combatants.
Well, you got Steve and Fenrir the Wonder Dog and Borgar. Not really afraid of much. I'm not. I'd have stayed and fought it out at that town.
And Broker Bennett,
I'll kill every one of you motherfuckers.
That's my horn when someone cusses on stream that I put out there. It's supposed to be the air horn sound, but I'm not that good at it.
Better get that thing ready.
Not safe for work, DM Kev.
All right, so the creature that is up there, it looks like it's like a slick, chitinous worm, and it looks like it's been bludgeoned into death.
Okay. Does it look like anything could be worth any jeeps? The town?
Hard to tell. You would be trying to carry a massive 8-foot long worm. Pretty heavy.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe it's got some guts. Look into real quick.
You're gonna try and chop it up.
But then we just want to keep moving along. We only got an hour left, and It's a long, long way to Northgate. You don't even know where we are. This is beautiful.
All right, so you guys continue to follow the path that was given to you from Corina, and it isn't long until another day or two, and you come upon a cave, but just past it on the other side, you can see as the hill shifts around, you spot something that can only be the Sky Road.
Nice.
Whoa.
Smooth sailing from here, boys.
Is that like probably what, 4 feet high?
Much higher than that.
Looks like about 4 feet. Like the bottom part probably comes up to my kneecaps. Right?
Possibly. No? It doesn't look like any easy way to egress it, but you think it's coming from this other side of the hill, and you can see a cave that leads up into it. Oh, did you guys want to? Oh, no one got hurt, right? But you don't have any reroll pool points. Did you want to take a second to try and get those back, or carry on? I should have asked you that before.
Oddly enough, I was going to mention this when the stream started. I would be having so much fun. Somebody should remember to say short rest after every fight. I'd like to try to get a luck point back, I guess.
I don't think you can get a luck point back that way. Not from short rests. Sorry.
Enough.
So, forgive me. I think I knew this an hour ago, but I've forgotten since then. To get my reroll back, I make just a raw luck check.
No, you'd have to do. It's just like you get it during a short rest. So you would have to decide how many checks you want to take, and then you have an opportunity to get that back. Just like you did.
What is the check? What am I rolling?
It's a will check. Just like your short rest, if you're doing anything, it's one of the things you can choose to get a reroll pool point back. Is that right, Steve, or am I making that up?
No, that's right. So basically, after a significant combat and the GM decides what counts as significant, then you can take a short rest. That takes 5 minutes or whatever, you bandage your wounds. Then you can make some will, and it's either 1, 2, or 3 generally. And yeah, for each successful will check, you can choose to get back either reroll pool, expended ability, or half of the damage that you've suffered. I think that's the 3 choices. Yeah. But if you obviously fail all your will checks, you don't get anything back.
I'll take a rest from my reroll pool. So I've got used 2.
You have to choose 2, yeah. But I think you get some from a stat too. What stat gives you more?
I think con.
Yeah, con gives you a bonus to the number.
Yeah, add that across the 24 hours. Yeah.
So didn't you use
years
one of your?
Have been unkind.
Didn't you use an ability too, or no? You can do the thunder thing whenever you want as well.
No, I can use my gun whenever I want. I didn't use my thunder gauntlet this time.
But you don't get them back,
Thankfully.
the ability back, unless you try to get it back. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that was that last one. So I've got that back.
You did get
now
it?
I've got
okay.
my
All right, nice.
And now I got my reroll pull back, so I'm good to go.
Does anyone else want to take a short rest? No? Nice. Cool. This game is so easy. You guys are killing it without any problems.
I don't have any time for that shit.
Carry on to the Sky Road.
If they really are as tough as they say, and as they've proven they can go on forward.
All right. Oh, yeah. So this is what I wanted to do. So you wanted to tell a story, you said. So as you guys are there, you make camp. We'll say it's evening and you don't necessarily want to go in at night. And you're making camp, or maybe it's the night before. And it sounds like Thorson during the camp had something that he wanted to share with the others. Is that accurate? A story or something?
Sure. Thorson will talk about the time that Orgar, Thorson, Ulf, and Holney ventured up to the lumber camp. And Holney was very sneaky and was able to go retrieve a box from under the noses of these restless dead. The rest of us just stood around and watched. It's a shame we don't have Holney here with us.
All right.
That story doesn't reflect on you as well as you may think.
All right. So I don't feel like you got a rousing success from that story, so no luck point. Good effort, though. I appreciate it. All right.
You have the number for this other guy?
Guy's got a whole new cell number.
Oh, yeah.
Know how to get a hold of him.
Somebody got Holney's
I guess you
deets.
had to be there.
I think it was an awesome story, though, Hobbs. Even though it didn't highlight what's his name, Thorson, and Zedekar's a smartass, I think it was pretty good.
All right. Oh, did Brian?
And Borgar was there, but he doesn't remember very well. He was very drunk at the time, and therefore is mostly unaware of the events of that thing. So he thinks it's really interesting to hear about all this stuff that he and Thorson and Holney did way back when. So he votes that it was a successful storytelling.
I guess that's 2. What do you think,
You got
Sean?
the names right.
I couldn't follow. I was preoccupied with that dog growling at me all the time. If that stupid dog would stop growling at me, I would have probably thought it was a great story.
Steve, what about you? You probably have
It's
some
not
more
a stupid
comparisons.
dog, you stupid Argosa.
I'm going to leave it up to Lady Luck. If I roll it even, I'm supportive. No, denied. Nordak just looks around and says, what story?
Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey, I just wanted to go on record. There's no one in this game that's going to impress Steve with his story. Come on. Not just me.
What are you talking about? I'm impressing him all the time with my storytelling. Right now.
Reading it out of a book. Reading it from his book.
The book he wrote. All right, so you guys, the next day, like I say, you see the Sky Road and make your way up through these cavernous passages, and this is where we will take up the story of our people, or our people's, or the group story is what we're going to do. Oh, wrong button. And they're all dead.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Arfed shows up. All right, so you guys have found yourself in a series of caves, and you're trying to find the path up and through to the other side where you might be able to get on the Sky Road. Here we are. This is how I have you. You guys might be different. Wick is carrying a lantern or a torch or something, and this is where the party is, in a small cave that's kind of winding around, dark and dank, oppressive of the weight of the world and, the herders and growers common on your shoulders. What are you going to do?
While we're still at the entrance to the cave, Zedekar kind of shakes his head and says, "The easy way."
Yes.
I'd like to
Did you
ask
have anything
Zedekar if
more to
his
say
safety
about
is on this time in case he trips again.
Person scoffs and says, "You are Gosens.
No one can mute the
Your
voice.
feet hurt too."
You've made your feelings towards our people quite clear.
I don't understand this hostility. We're all in this together.
Lean into Bennett. Perhaps he could take the lead. Listen, you and your faithful hound seem best equipped to scout ahead.
So Thorson's just looking at this old guy like, sure.
Are you going to take the lead?
He laughs. Of course I am.
Perhaps the hound can detect danger ahead and maybe move forward. Certainly, he's quieter than we are.
Oh, God.
Fenrir will bark at Bennett and go, "Roof, roof."
Oh, boy.
then starts to look at him and bares his fangs and his teeth. All right. So we're moving this way or off the
Yes.
map?
No, yeah, you're
Which way are we
moving
going?
farther onto the map.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Who's carrying a torch?
Wick.
A lantern?
I thought I had one on me, but had a little yellow dot on
Yeah, it was supposed to be on Wick,
person. But
but I can't. It's too far off the
Oh,
side, so.
I want
Okay,
to
she's a torch bearer.
try to light one up for Thorson as well. He carries a torch.
Oh, he does? Okay. There you go.
There we go. All right.
You know, a dog doesn't need a torch to move forward into the dark.
Also a little ration down. Cool boy.
Sounds like some kind of crazy Argosa tenets about dogs. Jeez.
Yeah. Thorson will say, sounds like Argosans can't shut up.
So,
Way ahead of everyone else talking to himself.
Thorson's light isn't displaying for me. I think only he can see it right now.
Either.
what? That's bull.
Yeah.
What kind of light is this? It's only a self-displaying light. Is that better?
That's better.
Great, yeah.
Need control of Fenrir the Wonder Dog again.
Can you tell I preloaded the tokens? I was trying to save time. Unfortunately, I forgot to give control of Fenrir to anyone. All right, so as you guys are moving forward, you've been moving through these caves. They were pretty straightforward. You didn't actually have to fight anything, but you can see the occasional like ruins, like there might be some cobbles on the ground, or like a stairway wasn't completely wasn't necessarily naturally there. It looks like it was built, it was man-made, or human hands had crafted it. At this point, you can hear.
What do we know about the Hobbs? So what do we know about the Second Age civilization? You said this is what the ruins date from.
Yes.
Is it something we should be careful of, or
you might be able to ask some of the other characters in the party. You can make a general lore check as well if you'd like. Anyone who is not a first level character.
and who's not a first level character?
We have those.
I'll sit this one out.
No, you can go ahead and make a general lore. I'm saying those guys, they don't necessarily need to because they already probably know something they could share with you if they wanted to. All right, Broker Bennett.
Great success.
Yeah. So does any of the characters want to share what they know about anything from the Second Age?
I know far too much about the Second Age ruin and the crypt and Kobe, the Great, and the Crypt Keeper and all that other stuff. And I think Steve got up in there a little bit too.
Are
we going to try to role play this, or are we just info dumping some stuff?
I don't care. It's your game, Brian.
Yeah, for if you want to just hit the highlights, what Zedekar is particularly concerned with, just what we should be watching for. Are we expecting more worms in here, or is there animated dead that we should be concerned about? Curses?
Well, in the Second Age ruin, there was a Crypt Keeper guy that called a Second Age snake god that killed Thorson, and we ran into all kinds of snake statues and other sort of dead creepies.
Terrific.
Terrific.
Steve, you can go ahead and say what you're going to. You're a slow typer for a lawyer, dude.
Oh,
he dictates probably.
Yeah. Sure, he's got people for that, Hobbs.
Actually, no. But,
Actually, no.
I was just going to say what Brian said, that we had explored some ancient serpent men ruins, which involved undead, as well as my guy wasn't involved, but he has heard of the terrible tale of when another party went into the ruins and one of their number went mad with a curse and ended up killing like 2 or 3 of the other PCs. before he ran off down into the darkness. I don't think he ever resurfaced.
Yeah, so there has been some dangerous encounters in these sorts of places before.
Does Borgar want to add anything?
First,
Once again, Borgar was too drunk to remember exactly what happened. He remembers something about a monolith that one of the guys thought was important, and there's the entrance to, and then Borgar wasn't there for a section of it. He doesn't think, but maybe. So who knows exactly what goes on with the Second Age. I'm sure it's nasty, and we'll have to kill it with axes.
Brian, do you have something to add? No.
Just how many bodies that has breathed their last breath on Thorson's face so far in the Midlands.
Okay, nice. More like a hot take, Sean. All right, you're going to move forward then? So, that's what I was going to say. As you guys were talking about this, as you were paused, and Zedekar wondered, and that's when you hear an echoing voice move up through the chambers below that you've already traversed. And it says, "We are coming for you, Broker Bennett." And you're certain it is Principal Morris, the anointed from Northgate.
I recognize that voice. That is
Fenrir
Principal
smiles, starts barking like, "Row, row, row. Come and get him." Over here. Row, 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 row.
Flee, you fools.
Dog is not helping people.
I would just like to say that I think that the roleplay award for this session should go to the dog.
Well, Brian always says that he plays Fenrir and Thorson is his NPC. All right, what are you guys going to do?
Throw Bennett from the train.
Come on, man. You and I,
been
we're
hired.
going to get along if it kills us.
So, which way are they coming from, GM Hobbs? Behind us or in front?
But you're guessing
So they're
it kinda
chasing.
echoes along. They've been chasing you the whole session for a week.
We collapse this tunnel behind us some. Oh, I got my fucking thunder gauntlet.
Collapse the tunnel. I love the way you think, DM Kev.
Yeah. These fuckers can't get after us. Would it count as an exploit to modify my thunder gauntlet to go off like a bomb instead of being a range fist thing?
So like an area of effect
melee
or something. I think if you can,
yeah, like set it up as something to like rumble, and
we should definitely be able to do something
to leave it behind.
Yeah, especially if you're
I
going
have I have a hammer. You could probably knock some rocks off the wall.
I'm going to take instruction from Bennett. If Bennett doesn't want me to, potentially collapse this on top of us.
Do we know this goes all the way through?
Maybe you should see where it goes to first.
It may be pretty foolish of us if we end up cutting off our only way in and out.
Wick will say a shovel ought to solve it.
That's right. We haven't had Wick. We have enough players. I haven't had to add Wick at all. So what I was thinking is, if you did want to affect it, you could use like one of your skills. There isn't really one to do that.
Like apothecary.
Well, apothecary doesn't.
I've got
I have hunting.
Apothecary.
Sorry.
There's not really other. I mean, traps and locks. Maybe if I used intelligence instead of dex.
Well, but you probably wouldn't have taken
trained in that as well.
Are you? Well, why don't you just make a?
I have.
Yeah, you can do that.
Hold on. Let's just. What I'm foreseeing is that every time that Bennett and Zedekar have been anywhere underground, this is a plan he suggested to him. To date, Sean, you can correct me if this is wrong, but to date, Bennett's been like, "No, we're not fucking blowing up the tunnel."
Right. I wish you would stop asking. You have to remember, we don't know what's at the other end.
Ah, true.
Zedekar. One of these days, we will go through a tunnel, and we will make sure that there is an ending, and then we will lure people in there so you could blow them up.
Oh, such a day. Such a day. Right. Should we see what is further down the tunnel here? Borgar's in forward there.
Yeah.
A
Let's
Fang
do
Dragon.
it.
Let's do it.
They
I'd
probably
set
need
up a tripwire, slow them down. By the Argos and stock.
Do you have do you have some tripwire you got to check you're going to make to see how successful it is? Or do you want to not use the
I
time?
have to do that?
All right, just to see how long it takes. Sure.
Forget it.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right.
We're going to fight these guys, and I want all the time we can to enjoy the,
Not necessarily.
you know, like in the musters of the Midlands, we'll never get to see this group again. This is special. This is one of the cool parts about S-Marches type games.
That you
go.
never get to see the group again.
Went in. You get to see it once, though.
All right, so there's
think he's planning to kill us.
Check your back. Make sure they don't get behind
Oh,
you.
God. Why did we ever agree to come here?
I don't have any idea.
I asked myself that the whole time.
Okay.
I should do something.
Wait, I don't
quick.
have a choice.
Way down.
Invol just kicks me out of the strumpet. Get out of here. You got no place to live now.
Let's see.
There
Oh,
should be-
God.
There should be some light streaming in from a cave opening, and you guys can see there's a stairway that leads up, and you believe it's the top of the Sky Road. But all of the talk and the excitement, you can see kind of skittering up the sides a bit down from where you're at. Some kind of weird creatures.
While you're getting that set up, what Dedekar does, he looks outside to the exterior. He looks back at Bennett, and there's a single tear running down his face because he's so happy.
Now, Zedekar, now's your time.
You just haven't seen this old guy little, like, kind of hop and skip towards this tunnel. Right. You ready for us here?
Yeah.
What are
You have
those
to-
things?
You have to look out there at them. So yeah, they're about.
What?
Oh yeah, I got it written out somewhere. I was ready, I guess. Not as ready as I could have been. So it looks like these certainly were once humans or humanoids of some type, but far into the ages past and their ancestors. But now they're hunchback. They're about 5 or 6 feet tall, and they're bloated with strange corpuscles and extensions that are just like flabbing out of almost like knobs of flesh and bone all about them, sharp teeth and angry eyes. Surely abominations of dark sorcery and cursed bloodlines.
Love it.
Cavalry ahead. Could retreat, but I already got the go-ahead. Let's see.
Ooh.
Then on. Don't let me down. Yeah. Boom, baby.
Another dog like that one.
All right, so you've set up the bomb over there. Like, was it going to go off when someone else hits it, or what's the story with that?
I think I just collapsed. It's going to set off like a kind of I'm picturing it being like a feedback reverb kind of thing, and I toss the gauntlet down and then go running out, carrying my little gun with me.
All right, yeah, so you guys can hear something explode behind you, and a big cough of dust shoots out of this cave opening along the road, moving forward into the unholy creatures before you.
Oh.
Hey.
You can kind of hear it as it rumblings in the hill.
You want an initiative on the
Fenner
front line?
definitely likes that. Initiative.
Sure.
Okay. I have to reduce
Great
my
success.
luck by 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, done.
So you can see this thing, this sky road leads out, and past them, maybe about 200 yards. It looks like there's like a big circular or cylindrical fortification or edifice of some sort that it leads into, and then another one bounces out of it. But inside the other one, you can actually see there's a trough down the center of it, and it looks like it's like it almost like creates some kind of water slide that you could maybe float down very quickly, even faster than you could travel normally. Did everyone make an initiative?
Yep.
No, I didn't.
Now.
Sorry. Do we need to click on our tokens for this or not?
No. No, I'm not putting in an initiative tracker. I'm just looking at it. So it looks like Broker Bennett has a great success.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see if Broker Bennett's going to do something this game.
Oh, there's some ice. Somebody needs to make a save.
Hey, my thing worked.
Your thing
It
worked?
worked.
The
What thing
Streamlabs
worked?
thing went off.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah, I don't-
finally.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just did. That's weird.
How long did you? How long did you? Well, did you set a limit?
Yes, but there's a bunch of. Oh, maybe that's why it's been so active.
Well, it hasn't been. Maybe like you gotta have so many folks on the limit.
Oh, in Land of the Tall Trees. Welcome to the chat, buddy. I know Brett. I know Sean isn't going to say anything important, so I'll just interrupt him.
Well, I am trying to play the game.
That's an acid attack.
I mean, I could be rude and talk over you, but I mean that would
Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
uncouth. What my movement I think is what, like 6, right? 30 feet.
Sure.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm gonna move up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move up. So I'll move. I don't want to get too far ahead. I'll move there.
That's it. You're just moving.
I'm just moving because I'm gonna wait to drop the hammer.
All right, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about the hammer drop. Who's up? Should I be saying?
Yeah, I can go next. I'm
Good.
just going to move up.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm just going to move up next to Bennett and ready my axe.
All right, perfect. Who's up? Keep going.
All right. Oh, Thorson will do that thing, or he takes off his gloves and pulls his hair back, drops his gloves, and I produce a longbow, GM Hobbs, and I drop my torch.
Fire.
I will take a shot at the one that presents itself the best, which I guess I should move a little bit. I've got this crazy idea, but we're running out of time. Yeah, I know, right? Shoot this one. I will scream for the Venari.
Oh, you didn't get into it enough. You missed. All right. Who's up?
Bam.
I can go.
Nordak or Zedekar? Go ahead, Zedekar.
If Nordak, go ahead.
Nordak failed, so they're going before me, actually.
Yep.
Oh,
Thanks,
yep.
Steve. Sorry.
So
I was low on the
Zedekar.
draw.
What is my move again? I've got no armor on.
I think it's 30 feet.
30
Feet.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to walking up
6
towards
squares.
Bennett, and as I'm bringing the voice up and going to fire the first one.
Go ahead.
Let's see here. Go. Boom. Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah. So once again, smoke bellows out as the voice shouts across the open field below. Because I mean, it's easily probably 30 or 40 feet below if you fell off this bridge.
Oh,
So it's a long ways down.
And of course, there's no handrails or anything,
Nope.
right? Because that would be too sensible.
That's right, Nordak.
All right, I'll move up next to Bogar and have a shot with my heavy crossbow at this guy. Alas.
Misses. So as you, I guess they should have went before you, Steve. I forgot, but that's fine. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
sorry. Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
should have.
matter. As you move up there,
I got a reroll.
they kind of let out this ululating wail. They all do it at the same time. And it kind of
Chef Kit.
wiggles into the back of your brain. So everyone make a saving throw, which would be a luck check versus I didn't copy this part over for some reason. I thought they could do this, but I forgot.
Probably will. Yes.
It is Will.
Oh,
maybe they're supposed to be
no.
closer, but I guess it doesn't matter this time.
Booyah!
Oh no! I'm gonna fall over the edge.
Anyone who makes it,
That was
you
so close.
you lose a point of luck. Is that a
I
card?
spend a reroll to reroll that? No,
it should
only on
say
rest.
on. Yeah, it should say on your character sheet.
Yep.
Luck checks usually yes. I think
Wait,
so.
what's the consequence of
Yeah, luck checks.
that? How bad is this going to screw me over?
Oh, am I supposed to tell you?
Hobbs, what happens if I fail?
You may have a minor madness.
That doesn't sound optimal for tactics, but does sound like a lot of fun to role play. So I think we're going to keep our reroll for now.
Nice. All right, so this is what happens. Roll a d20.
Got it. You try and stop me.
How many failures did we get? Just that?
I roll on a D22.
Anyone who failed.
Thorsten and
Oh,
Nordak
Thorsten.
also failed.
Oh, damn, Kev rolled really well.
All right, so for Zedekar, you feel like the whisperings and the sounds in your heads kind of burgeon into a feeling of dissatisfaction towards Broker Bennett, and maybe that Vornari Thorsten isn't wrong, because it's been enough time of him exploiting you, and perhaps it's time for you to give the orders. But you can decide how strong that feeling is. Oh, Thorsten, you had the same thing. No reason why this Broker Bennett should be controlling all of you. You're a powerful Vornari. Perhaps you should be giving the orders. Steve, you want to roll?
Listen, you whippersnapper.
A roll? Yeah.
I should double up. I've already got a minor madness.
Oh, boy. Once per adventure, you have to use it, and so you're almost out right now. You already had the paranoia, so now it has to happen every time. You already had paranoia before. It's kind of what you just got again, so it's turned into a moderate madness. So it has to happen once per long rest.
Let me
which is
change
like
that.
adventure, too. Nordak got a 13.
Jam Hobbs.
Nordak is quite certain that the more you lie and exaggerate things, the more others respect you.
Oh, perfect.
Was that your favorite one? The only way to get ahead is lying.
It's lying and cheating.
You can go ahead and put that down on your character sheet. So, because maybe you'll play Nordak again. We don't know.
Oh, I'm sure I will if he lives.
All right. So yeah, they set up that ululating, and they're kind of dancing and doing some weird stuff. You know, they're all doing the robot with each other as they shout out this cry, and you guys are like, "What is happening?" One guy drops this one down. Oh, sorry, the wave or whatever. I don't even know what that would be. But anyway, we can roll initiative again. They didn't even seem affected by the voice, but perhaps that is what brought on their ululating cry. Dun,
Oh,
hammer time.
yes. Thanks, Roll20.
All right,
Hey.
Zedekar, you want to go first? You got a great success. You're the first. Oh wait, I guess
Go.
Mordek had one. Oh, geez, everyone had one. Yours just the first one I saw, which was the
It's
last one.
boring. I'm gonna load the shit out of the voice. So
All right. Whispers continue. Maybe I could make even more profit if Broker Bennett didn't return. I'm plotting on getting Sean's character killed by the rest of the party.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I'm the only one that lives.
Oh God. All right, so Sean, I think you rolled a great success as well. I forgot. What's Broker Bennett gonna do?
God. So I'm guessing I'm not aware of the psychosis that has set into my fellow party members.
They've always had those grins and those slanting, awkward looks at you.
I mean, you know, why wouldn't they? With this physique. I'm going to tricky.
Winds whipping across the sky road.
I'll stop there.
oh wait,
And
Wait.
I'm going to cast the spell.
Do it.
All right.
cool.
So I think I can only get one.
No, it would go 30 feet forward.
Goes 30 feet forward, and then is it the radius?
No, it's 30
Okay.
feet from you, right?
Oh, right. Okay, good. So I can get 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to roll a d4.
Oh, shit. Whoops.
Not to interrupt, but I think this is the first spell we've ever cast in the Midlands. Imps of the
close.
true gods.
That sucks.
So what's this look
That-
like?
So I walk up there super confident. Like, as I'm doing it, I'm taking my gloves off, sticking them in my belt, and then I stop and I go, wah, wah, wah.
What?
And I go, whoa. I go like this.
Just happened.
Do they fail or what?
I'm rolling.
No, they get a luck will save.
Yeah, I'm rolling, I said.
Oh, I thought you said rolling. Okay.
Oh my God, they
So you
both.
roll?
Roll.
For frickin'
Oh
Pete's
my
sakes.
God.
As you should roll.
And then I slump my shoulders and put out a big heavy sigh.
Oh my God. I needed a 5 or lesson.
Jesus.
Wow.
Thanks, Roll20.
Wow. So since some kind of we fear no gods or uas.
Booga booga.
Who's up? There's always one guy in the game, it seems like, can't do anything, no matter how awesome they play or anything about them. Everything just fails.
I mean, I could sit back.
Shovel ought to do it.
I'm like, not
Shovel
a combat
do it.
monkey.
All right, who's up?
Hobbs does it better.
Oh, I forgot
DDM
DDM.
check
Yeah,
for
roll a
casting
D20, man. Yeah, I forgot. Let's do that.
I may have to cast.
Uh-oh,
this on
Steve
party
says to
members.
do something. Stop the game.
Just a reminder.
Yeah, DDM, man. I forgot. Let's go. You have a DDM button right next to the spell casting on your sheet?
Dark and dangerous magic. Is that what that stands for?
Indeed,
Yes.
sir.
For those folks in chat who
Oh,
aren't
shit,
familiar
that's
with
for
the
me.
game.
Oh, yeah, for all the people, I guess, that are watching that have no idea what we're talking about. Anytime you cast a spell in or use a magic item or anything, it could weaken the veil in the area that you are, and it's going to be a cumulative effect. So until it happens. So right now it's a 1 in 20. So he needs to roll a D20, and if he gets a one or less, then something. Ooh, good thing. Otherwise, that would have been the other side. So nothing occurs, but and the spell still goes off. But these creatures do not fear. In some ways, it's possible that maybe they're familiar with magics and the blessings, but they do not fear any gods. Then they all do the patoozy at you. Sorry. All right. Now, is anyone else up?
I think it's Nordak and then me because I only got a regular success.
Nordak.
Right. Drops his heavy crossbow. He's not going to reload. He just charges this guy.
Nice. Go ahead.
Time to take it to him. So
I faced 100 of these before. Ooh, nice.
13. Okay. Oh, so yeah, my guy's using his default stance is two-hander, which is why that damage is rolling with advantage.
All right.
In case anyone's.
So what happens to this dude?
Throw him off the side.
Does he finish him?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. He comes charging in and just one massive swipe and sends him flying off the edge of the sky.
Have his head fly off the edge and his body slump in front of you.
Even better.
Oh, dang. I was going to... As the head flies off, what sound does it make, Kevin? No, I thought it was the woo.
Wahoo!
Yeah. Wahoo! All right, there's a bingo card for Dungeon Musing's YouTube channel. The wahoo. All right.
Wilhelm scream for going off.
Is that ever? Oh, now Borgar?
It's me now. So I'm going to, you see Borgar's stance change ever so slightly. The shield's held a little lower. The axe held a little higher because I'm using adaptable to switch into charger stance to charge up here and try to smack this one.
All right.
So that's 12 points of damage.
Bravo.
All right. So what happens to this guy?
This one, I think I kind of rush him and kind of body check him with the shield so he knocks over and then just finish him on the ground with the axe.
Okay, perfect. So that's what happens. Who's up? Is it their turn now?
It is their turn now.
Thorson fail.
Yeah, Thorson gets to go at the end.
Lucky.
Thanks, Roll20. He always says that. That's why I said it. All right, so these guys mob forward.
Someone in chat says apparently beheading people sounds like Mario. Everyone's a critic.
All right, so we got two possible guys on Nordak. Oh, they both attack Nordak. All right. And then the rest are going to, the other two are going to attack Borgar.
They get advantage against me too, Hobbs.
Oh, yeah, they all have advantage, don't they?
Yep.
The ones attacking me do not have advantage because I'm in charger stance.
Oh, nice. So it would have been the 3. It misses. And a 12 still not going to, or that's would be the 9. So 14 going to hit Nordak?
Ooh. Actually, I think that's a miss. He's got pretty good AC. He's got 17.
All right. Yeah. So you guys slam into their mitts and they swarm around you, and nothing happens. Good work, boys.
So Thorson, I guess.
Yeah, Thorson. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna roll against my will.
Nice.
Jason did in the crypt because I'm mad. The Argosans. I'm not going to take it anymore. Oh no!
He's upset that it happens. Because was that a good thing or a bad thing?
He wanted to kill Zedekar.
I don't even think you're an Argosan.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to move up.
He is.
Whistle for Fenrir the Wonder Dog. Wick to move up. I'm going to try once again at major martial exploit. Right. Level my bow horizontal. Target these two with 2 more arrows, GM Hobbs.
Okay. One of them is in melee.
Shame if it hit Bennett. I'm going to take a little bit more careful aim. Da-dee-da. There we go. Oh.
This
It's
is
a shame.
It wouldn't hit Bennett, but it could hit Borgar.
It can't hit Borgar. I'm a 2nd level ranger.
Oh, so does that mean you choose something that can't happen? Okay.
Sharpshooter. If not 2nd level ranger, it's sharpshooter.
Okay.
There we go. Bang. Anyway, yeah, another epic fail. Thorson.
I'm not sure how sharpshooter stops it from hitting someone else in melee combat. Or is there a different skill or something?
Yeah, there is for the ranger. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Steady shot.
Let me look it up.
Steady shot, perfect.
Yes. At second level, they can't accidentally hit their friends. Yeah, it's one of
that's awesome.
ranged
Good.
things. Yeah.
Nice. Good to see a 2nd level ranger going on in here then. All right, so now it's time for initiative, guys.
Hey, come on, you guys. Finish them off.
It's taking a little while to load that gun.
That started out awesome.
Whoa. Thorson.
All right.
Like reverse, I think. Reverse order, honestly.
I'm gonna just shoot these two. I'm gonna try to hit the first one.
So you
with
can't
the
do
arrow.
a major exploit against them again.
Oh yeah, because I shot at that one already. I'll just shoot the one that's flanking on Borgar that I'm pinging.
Go ahead.
And this time I'll get one more mighty battle cry. For the Venari.
All righty. It's a hit. Do you want to? You don't have any sharpshooter uses left, do you?
Haven't used any. So if I could, I will try to use my perk and double that damage.
Haven't you used it like 2 or 3 times already?
Yeah, but it's been different days.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You have to still take the short rest to get your abilities back. You don't just automatically get them.
Enough. 5 points of damage, GM Hobbs, to the one I'm pinging.
All right. That's enough to
you.
kill this guy anyhow. Good work. Arrow thunks into his side as he's attacking Borgar. All right. Now it's time for... Oh, that was for a great success. Nordak.
All right, he's swinging that 2-handed sword around again. He'll try and hit this guy. Here we go. Oh, no. Ducks out the way.
That's right. Little slip and slide.
Geez, go.
All right, now it's their turn. Moves in here.
Uh-oh.
Let's get rid of this guy. All right, so no one is at a disadvantage or anything now. Uh-oh. So that is Borgar got hit twice.
Oof, and a 19.
Oh, yeah, 19. What the hell does this guy do on
19 with whatever weapon they're using.
Well, they might have something special. I don't know. I better look it up quick. Sorry. Oh, shit. All right, so basically it whacks you, and you can feel the vileness of their infernal packs, and you lose. You're cursed and lose a point of luck.
Not so good, but not so bad.
I'm going to try to rescue exploit.
Oh, permanently. That's worse.
Hey, permanently?
Wow.
Yeah. Because you don't
Holy
get luck
shit.
back unless, certain
this
things
game.
happens. You're cursed, dude. You got cursed by this creature. This is how
I
much
try to
damage you
rescue
take.
exploit.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna just run up and jump in the way. Whichever one I'm assuming that was this one that hit him that's flanking him.
Both of them hit him.
Well, that's even better. I'm gonna just boom, bull rush this guy, and Fenrir will move in, and so will Wick, and we'll just push them right out of the way so they don't hit Borgar.
All right, so you're trying to push Borgar out of the way. So if there's any sort of failure here, we could have some people tumbling off the bridge, it sounds like. Which,
I didn't want to push Borgar out of the way. I wanted to push these things out of the way.
That's kind of an attack. That's not necessarily really making them miss, so you can just try to knock it so it doesn't happen or something. Go ahead and make a dex.
Okay. Limit.
Which attack are you
I'm
stopping?
committed now.
Which attack are you stopping? The first one or the second
The one that permanently damages Borgar.
That would be the second one. All right, you made a dex check. Now just make a straight luck check.
Okay. Come on, roll 20. Let me save Arlen just once. Come on, roll 20.
Man, you still have 10 luck. You still have 10 luck left? I feel like you've been using a ton of luck. Whatever. All right,
Well, we started with 12.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, so yeah, you muster yourself in there and stretch it in, and the second one doesn't hit you, so you don't take the 4 points of damage, but the first one was a natural 20, so you take 7 points from that first attack.
All right.
All right, now who's up? I think we got some people who had failed. Looks like Arlen, Borgar, right? And then
Yeah.
Barlin, Bennett, you can go as well. And Zedekar will bring up the rear.
So I'm gonna switch back. You see Borgar switch back into his normal stance, shield held high. He's back in protector mode, and he's gonna try to whack this one in front of him. He's trying to clear the way so that Nordak can get some flanking going.
Oh, nice. Smoked him a good one. Yeah, so definitely whatever you're trying to clear gets cleared. The flank guy, right? Or no, you said this guy or which one? I don't remember.
I think this one in front of Nordak that's kind of off to my right.
Yeah, so he gets chopped down. Nice. Bennett. Looks like you moved up.
I'm going to try that. Can I try the same spell on these guys?
Yeah.
Again? All right, that's what I'm going to do. Boogie woogie. Boo.
All right, I see you have a slightly different spell-sounding magical word verbiage happening there.
Yeah, I tweaked the words wrong the last time and got it wrong by that
must be
much.
You forgot to conjugate the magical vowel or verb.
Roll a d4.
Conjugate a vowel.
It's magic.
Go DM, Kev.
Two
Magical
Two of
grammar.
them.
ghosts.
All right, so one of them saves still.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
God.
But one of these guys is going to go rushing away.
Should
Fleeing.
probably rush right off the side of the bridge. Safer that way.
Definitely. It's only 30 feet on the tree there you jump into.
I could go towards that
got
tree.
The tree will break your fall.
All right, so all right, Zedekar.
Yes, sir. Right. So one of them is panicking and running. I'm not going to shoot that one. Let's shoot the one in front of Borgar.
All right.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Once again, I finished loading it up. It took a long time this time. Take aim. And... Oh.
That was a 19. What happens on a 19? Anything?
A 19, yeah. 19, a random body part is injured.
Oh, my God. Look this up.
Yeah. Roll D6 and consult the injuries and setbacks table.
All right, DM Kev.
3. What does that do?
I'm looking. Is the injury and setback table on the screen? Or no?
I got it here.
Oh, here it is. No, yeah, go ahead. What's it do? You can read it off.
Leg or foot injury.
Oh, my goodness.
Shot him in the foot.
Blasted his foot off. Because, yeah, you did 13 points of damage,
Nice.
so the lower portion of one of his legs just gets blasted off, and and gore and nastiness as just a bit of his his leg bone is showing, and the rest of the foot is gone.
Nice.
All right. Oh,
So I would have had to carefully shoot that under Borgar's shield too, right?
Yeah, you basically, that was all you could see of him through past everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so
The Borgar looks back. Zedekar just gives him a little.
All right, let's roll
I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone with a great success can go for it.
I'm reloading.
I move up and I'm going to just rapier him.
Do it. It hits. Sean, what happens to this guy?
I take my rapier and go right through, right to the side of Nordak. And who's right next to me?
Thorson.
Oh, Thorson.
Oh, Bargor.
So I just kind of
Beargor next to you too. So
just kind of
Borgar.
right through. Boink,
Bear gore.
right through its eye. Boom.
whoops. Thorson.
Hey, I am going to just say Fenrir. Down low. Fenrir will just boop, boop, boop. And himself an advantage. Borgar a +1. Thorson will go ahead and move up. We'll both do our attacks.
This guy seems like he's cowering
On Fenrir
from
says,
the fear.
It doesn't look like Fenrir is going to hit.
All right.
Thorson's going to go ahead and pull out his light hammer. Doing business as Mini Molnir.
Misses.
That's a shame. Get him, DM Arlen.
Yeah, Nordak.
Okay.
And Beargor. Or Borgar. Jesus.
Once we started, it's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop. Yes.
Seals
Yep.
off.
All right, battle axe.
Fenrir
Oh
would've-
no!
Fenrir would have attacked with advantage. Just
Oh,
we're
attack
not
with
that far
advantage.
behind. And you would get +1.
All right.
So Fenrir would have had another
Hey.
D20 on that.
No, I don't think you get advantage, Borgar. You just get a +1.
Just a +1. Okay.
I think so.
Well, then I
Is
still
that-
fumble because it's a nat 1.
Is that
Yep,
right,
yep.
Steve? Yeah, just a +1 with
Flanking,
flanking.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't get advantage.
Oh.
Nice. But this thing is
Why do you play the
feared.
field on
and running
your
away.
rolls, though?
Yeah, no kidding. This thing is running away anyway, so it's not going to attack back at you. But looks like
Fenrir would have gotten an 18.
yeah, roll damage.
Sorry, I screwed up the advantage. So sorry, person.
Fine. All right. It's not dead. Is that everybody? I think so. So this thing is fleeing away right off of the bridge. Just goes scaling down like an orangutan in the jungle. But you guys can make some attacks on it, whoever's there, like Beargor, Fenrir, and Thorson.
Sure. Fenrir already had a hold of it.
All right.
So-
yeah.
Fenrir definitely hit. For 6.
So as you guys are finishing it off, you do that, and it looks like the path is clear. You do hear a strange
Go!
rumbling from the cave behind.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, so you guys get down, and when you get down there, it looks like someone has crafted some reed. They look almost like shields or luge luge things. So you figure out that you can ride down the sky road on the water and take a extremely quick trip down. It's only stopping that would be the problem. All right, so it is pretty much 8:00, and so you guys make it back. But I thought we would go around and everyone could see if they had any highs or lows for the game, and then you guys could slowly get off your streams, and Kevin could talk about the raffle briefly or whatever. So, Steve, you got anything you want to say? Any highs or lows or anything you want to mention?
Yeah. Hi, it's definitely getting to play with all you fine people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kev and Hobbs, for organising this charity match. It was really fun. Lows, I'm disappointed we didn't get to face off with what was the name? Principal Morris.
Yeah.
But at least on the other hand, at least got to blow something up. So that's all right. It evens out.
Shauner?
Yeah, I'd have to say finally killing somebody would have been, which I wouldn't expect Bennett to come off and do, and playing with all these fine players. Yeah, I would say that's the high. Yeah, for sure.
What about lows?
Lows, my spell fizzling.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say I prefer Menards. All right. Anyway, bom. Arlen.
Yeah, highs. It's always great fun to play in the Midlands. And generally I enjoy, getting to smack some bad guys as Borgar with my axe. Lows, I couldn't hit any of the militia mob guys. That, really took the wind out of my sails to be swinging against some farmers and not be able to kill some of them. So
sometimes things just
next
go
time,
away.
Yeah, we'll go back and we'll raid their asses and take all their gold and, treat them like real Vornari would.
Arlen, I don't know if I'm comfortable with raiding their asses. I don't know about that turn of phrase, buddy. Brian, you got any last words before your charity session ends, sir?
Yeah, the low point obviously was I had a chance to buy 2 of these things and I didn't do it. I'm kicking myself in the nuts for that after being here. Obviously, I want to big thanks to the podcaster.
I think we're going to need a dex check for that, because that sounds pretty tough to pull off.
And a willpower check. I mean, who kicks themselves in their own nuts? Jesus.
It's like you never heard that before.
I don't think I have. Awesome. Did you have anything else?
Don't get out enough.
That's true.
Oh, just thanks to the podcasters for getting the word out. Thanks for Steve for showing up and sponsoring the Midlands. Really big thanks for GM Hobbs for running, and really he did all the work on this. I basically said yes to a couple questions on the Discord, and big thanks for DM Kev for having us on the YouTube channel and for setting up the charity and basically everything you just do for us. I really appreciate it, and it was awesome to be back on the Mighty Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. I'm not a regular, so I don't know when I'm going to be back. So farewell, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
All right, Kevin.
Great. So first off, to follow that up, an enormous thank you to Brian for making this session possible. We only offer a few of these every year, just for the sake of my sanity. And a huge thank you to Hobbs as well too for agreeing to take this one and run this one. It's always I very rarely get a chance to play, and I had so much fun. So Brian, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to play with all these fine folks as well too. A big thank you to Sean, to Steve. It was great playing with you guys today as well too. Nice to finally see you in person, Steve, and nice to meet you, Sean. And Arlen, always awesome to play with you. So thank you so much for playing. The sessions that the reason that we had this session in the first place was because of, as I said, Brian's generous donation to the Heroes Save Villages campaign. January, we will be opening up the charity sessions available again too. That's when we make them open, and you're able to make donations to Heroes Save Villages to benefit SOS Children's Villages International, and you can get a charity session of your own. In addition, from now, as we said a couple times, from now until September 1st, we still have the charity raffle. For every $25 donated Canadian, and I mean, we all know Canadian dollars are mostly made out of maple leaves and sticks, so it's worth out to about $18 American. Every donation of that amount gives you one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other awesome prizes that we mentioned. There's no limit to how many you can get, and then we will be doing the draw for that live on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel on the night Mountain Standard Time on September 1st. So same day it ends, same day we'll be doing the draw, and we're doing it old school style. We make random encounter tables and we roll. We go from that, and as people win, you get your name scratched off. So tons of great prizes. Thank you again to Steve for donating a copy of the Low Fantasy Gaming hardbacks to this as well too, or hardback. That I really, really appreciate that. That's very generous of you, and more than you needed to do, especially if you're showing up to play with us today. And Hobbs as well too. A big thank you, not only for him running the session today too, for his generous donation of some of the OSR zines, the Hobbs and Friends zines for prizes too. Those are super cool, and I really appreciate that too, Hobbs. And I'll end this by saying that again, a big thank you not only to Hobbs, to Brian, to all the players, to everyone who joined us today as well. Thanks so much for joining us for another one of our charity one shots. If this does find you in the middle of the current ongoing crisis that we find ourselves in the pandemic, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we'll be giving you a couple hours of time to turn your mind off of problems of our world and think about the problems that we can try and get ourselves into. And until we see you again, happy gaming.
Yeah, boys. Stay alive. You all got a job to do. I hope you enjoyed this trip into Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood and all of these awesome guests that we had on the show, especially Fenner the Wonder Dog. And with that, let's have TJ Drennan take us out. Go ahead, TJ. What are you waiting for?
It's a beautiful day in the gamerhood, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? It's out about plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you
Can't hear anything,
one?
man.
Could you be one?
Is that everyone?
It's on there. It's on there. Oh, it is?
Great. Yeah, we're off my stream. So awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brian.